Chop Shop audience, we are back for episode 6.
In the flesh.
Yeah, different environment now. We got a new set here for this one, special edition.
Huh? What you said? He said that's not a lot of episodes.
No, it's not.
He came in talking.
I didn't think he was gonna call me out.
We going for quality over quantity, you know. Yeah, start slow, you know. But you're here from the beginning, so thank y'all for coming. Thank you for having us here at Casa de Aft.
Yeah.
We are in the room where all the magic happens.
A lot of things have happened.
A lot of things happen here, a lot of meetings, but
a lot of things.
Yeah. And we will get
brother. No.
But I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what happens here.
Yeah. We'll get into
I've
all
never
of
been
it.
here a day in my life.
Okay.
Till today.
Till today.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
First
Let's
time.
just say this room is seeped in history.
Ew.
It's a good thing to be seeped in. It's a good thing to be seeped in.
Seeped is just.
It's marinated in
word?
history.
Marinated.
You know.
Why are
kinda
you
classy.
marinating
Yeah.
and seeping?
Okay.
You want to marinate a good
How do we
steak.
make it? How can we make it less wet sounding?
It holds a lot.
It nurtures a lot of memories and experiences.
This
about
shit is
that.
iconic.
Yeah, it's iconic. But thank you for letting us do this in here and take over.
Such a segue. That's crazy.
But we have Afterthought and Stoni on the Chop Shop. I am DJ Jima.
I am Baghead.
Yes, and we are here. Mm-hmm. How are you guys feeling right now? 1 out of 10.
2 out of
10. Out of the colors of the rainbow. Which color?
Wow.
You know.
How was the morning?
Nice.
I just killed a fly on camera.
Nice. You're sharp.
Savage.
Yeah, you guys have been busy. I know that for a fact. It's been. I mean, Stoni, you were just talking about how busy of a month it's been for you. Can you kind of recap a little bit what's been going on with you this July or June?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the months leading up to June and June itself were just very hectic. I traveled a lot, did some out of state shows, Seattle, Portland, New York, and all while planning a headlining show at New Parish.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first event I ever planned, and it was extremely difficult.
What did you find to be the most difficult thing about it?
Just honestly sitting down and having to write everything out. That's something I just don't really like to do because I'm like a hands-on type of person. I like to talk. And it's like if I could talk this out, cool, but I actually have to sit down, do math. You know, I'm like, who's getting this percentage? Right. Like, you do this many tickets. Like,
Right.
What the fuck? You know, like.
Right. Excel spreadsheets.
Yeah. I created documents. So it was like, okay.
That's a big step.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's good.
I be really just fully in artist mode sometimes. And so.
Yeah, I think that's a misconception too. Is like as an artist, you often have to do the managerial stuff as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of artists don't want to do that, you know.
No, it's very tedious.
But then, how did the show go for you after all of that?
It was
how
great.
did it feel?
It felt great. Like it was an amazing show. I felt very accomplished. I think I appreciate the journey of it more than like. Not saying I don't appreciate the show, but like the journey really like tested me a lot to like see what I could do with this amount of time, with this amount of resources.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see what I could actually pull off. And I tested myself because at one point I wanted to just be like, I ain't finna do all this extra shit. Like we finna, we finna get on this stage and just
I'm just finna rap.
Songs. Like,
give me the beats. I'm finna rap and then I'm finna go home.
Yes, like that's where my head was at first, and then it was like, okay, no, but you want to do this,
right?
And I kept getting like different messages from different places that were just like, you know, if you're doing something that makes you uncomfortable, you're on the right path.
Right.
And I was like, this makes me uncomfortable. This kind of scares me.
Hell yeah.
But I'm gonna do it anyway.
That's great.
And we're gonna see how it turns out.
Yeah.
And it ended up being really great. You know, so I'm very proud of the show.
I like that you had the couch on stage.
That was
You kind of like
The stage design was immaculate.
Thank
that shit
you.
was lit.
Yeah, and you
You were there?
Nah, I couldn't be there. I was
Nobody here
working with you.
except for Tia
I was
and
DJing.
my
In the cut.
dog.
I would have been there, I swear to God. I was busy.
It's okay. Look, I know you had a DJ gig that night. We're all booked and busy. Okay, like
Yeah.
it's no biggie. We're all artists.
But was there more stage design besides the couch on stage?
No.
Well,
No.
I mean, the peep.
The people. There's a plot. Like
there's a
yeah.
plot.
There's
so-
is that the one where you had kind of a theatrical moment? Is that the one that you came out on, or is that? am
Yeah, I had
thinking
my
of a
girls
different
on
one?
the couch, so they were there the whole time. I wanted to feel like a house party type kickback type
Oh,
vibe.
nice.
We had like the red cups. I came out with the Douce in hand, you know what I'm saying? We poured shots to the crowd, you know what I'm saying? And my homegirls was in the background kicking and smoking, drinking, like, so y'all feel like y'all at the kickback with us because it's Stoni and friends, you know what I'm saying? So there's also a point where I bring my friend out and I rob him. He acts like my boyfriend. And so, like, yeah, I'm like, oh, this time
Like
we
you
did it a
set
little
him up?
different, huh?
You set him up?
Yeah, we set him up.
Yeah.
And my girls, they was on the couch. They didn't know. I was like, I got a new dude. Y'all want to meet him? And they like, yeah. I'm like, my homegirls didn't know. And I didn't even tell them I was finna do this. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
God.
I did not tell them the cues or nothing. Because it was kind of a last minute thing. It's like, okay, do you want to do this? 'Cause
Right.
I was still deciding that to the last minute. I
Right.
just told my homeboy who did it last time for me. I played the new parish. I was like, just come. We're going to figure it out as we go. Like, you're going to get robbed at some point. But I don't know
At
the
least he knew. That would be
storyline.
crazy if he didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He's
didn't
like,
know
"Damn,
what
if-
was going to happen.
He
He
just knew.
just knew to come on stage
Right.
And get robbed.
when I called him.
Yeah.
Like, he knew he was my boyfriend in that sense. I didn't tell him what I was going to say or anything like that.
Oh, so you didn't have like a rehearsal for it or anything? Oh wow.
Not-
And
no.
so he didn't know he was gonna get robbed?
He
just
knew. I told
Okay,
him he was
okay.
going to get robbed. He just didn't know how and when.
Right, right.
So,
Did you have a rehearsal in general, like with everybody?
yes,
Yeah,
but not to
but
go
not-
over. No, everybody has such crazy schedules. Everybody that was on
Yeah.
stage is
A
artist in some
superstar.
sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so it's like everybody has such crazy schedules. We tried to rehearse as much as we could. We got a few in. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
like we couldn't. I didn't run through the play theatrical aspect of it because I didn't know I was gonna do it
Right.
until the night of. Really, I had him teetering. I said, "Hey, just be available this day."
Right.
I was like, I don't know. He was like, we're gonna do it like last time. I said, no, it's gonna be different. And he was like, all right. And I was like, okay, cool. And yeah, he didn't even come to rehearsal or anything like that. But he's an actor, so I
So
feel
he was
like
ready
I can
for
throw
it.
him
Oh,
up
yeah.
there and like
So what happened? Like how'd it go down?
it was dope. Like I put him like I said, hey, I said y'all want to meet my new boyfriend? Like my man is here, y'all. Y'all want to meet my man? And they was like, yeah. And I was like, my friends don't know. Like, and they was all looking mad on the couch. And they was like, yeah, bring him out. Like, bring him out. And we brought him. He came out. He was like, hey, like, to the crowd. And then he, like, sat on the couch, like, in between all my homegirls. And Tia came. She brought her knife.
When he pulled the knife
Yeah.
She's the
Oh,
sharpest
my
in the
God.
drawer, so.
Did he have to run his shit? Like, did he take his wallet out or like?
Honestly, I don't know what happened when I was performing. So
Right, yeah.
I just kind of
What song were you performing?
Yeah, Gold Rings.
Oh,
It's just the
yeah.
latest single off the
That's
project.
hard.
That's sick.
Go stream that.
And it's
Get
dope
them
'cause you don't
goals.
see a lot of artists like creating stage design and like theatrics and like a whole storyline.
Yeah.
That's something I really want to get into.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what major artists are
More.
doing.
Yeah.
It's super dope.
That
it's-
shit is sick.
yeah.
I won't lie. I was like on Instagram, like looking. I was like, all right, who's gonna be at this show? And I was like going to people's stories, like being, oh, okay, I'm gonna look up this person's story. They're gonna be there. Like, oh, they didn't post a clip yet. Like, I'm gonna go to this person's story. Just like trying to find out how it's going.
It was good.
Yeah.
I was nervous, yeah, for sure. But
That's good. Who else was on the lineup?
so I had Amin. She opened up the set. I don't know if y'all know Amin Aset,
Heard of that name?
but y'all need to check her out. She's a great R&B
She's from East Bay.
alternative artist. Yeah, from Oakland. I am a fan of her. We're both on Text Me. She's on Text Me.
Okay.
So I know her work. You know what I'm saying? I hear the unreleased.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? And
Oh, I
it's
see what you're
like
saying.
I haven't seen her perform live in hella long.
Did she
And I
have
wanted
work
that.
out already?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did she have music out already?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
I-
really a personal choice for me. Like I want to see you on stage.
Yeah.
I want to hear you live. Like, and then I put OG Dave on there because I think OG Dave is dope. Like he's fucking killing it, and I feel like enough people ain't fucking talking about him for real.
Right.
This nigga got a song with Future. What nigga in the
Oh, that's
Bay
on the
has a
soundtrack,
song
right?
with Future? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the Black Panther soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He popped up at our knockout show, right? When
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Hmm.
Yes. He's so dope.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see him live, and I had never seen him live.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if he could perform or not. We rolling the dice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I didn't look up no videos, no nothing. I said, fuck it, you want him to perform, then
Right.
we just go get him to perform. The music videos is tight. I know him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a character, like, very charismatic, you know what I'm saying? So I assume he is a great performer.
Right.
And he was and is. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So he killed it. And that's real Richmond right there.
Facts.
I had a bunch of people come out. I did an all women's cipher, all black women's cipher.
Yeah, those are the clips I saw the most of.
Yeah.
Yeah, produced by Taupe. Shout out Taupe. It was
Another
King
black
Key, Damo Duce, Tia, No More, of course, and Lil Miss Prophet. And Lil Miss Prophet, I found her because I was judging a youth rap battle, and she won.
Oh, the MC Olympics?
Yeah, yes, the
Yeah.
Youth for Youth Speaks.
Yeah.
Yes, I judged the first round.
Yeah.
And she won that round, and I was blown away.
What's her
I
name?
couldn't, Lil Miss Prophet.
Because then I seen her at the next round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's so dope. 17.
She's fire. She's like, honestly, it was
Like-
like, it wasn't fair. Like,
Bruh, she's so dope. Like, I just had to like
Yeah.
work with her.
It's
Like,
hella
you know,
inspiring to meet
like
young people who are fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back when I first met Vash, she's like another young ass kid who's like crazy. So
yeah.
Feel special.
Did she end up
Yeah.
winning the whole rap Olympics?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, how many rounds are there?
3.
It's 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or it's like there's East Bay and then Frisco, like prelims, and
Yeah.
then there's a finals.
So did she win the second round?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you judged
But
that one or
she
something.
she came to the Frisco side one,
Right.
where like she did, and then she just had like done a song, but she was already the day before, like Stoni had judged that,
Right.
and then me and King Key and Raquel did the Frisco one, judged the Frisco one.
What is the MC Olympics?
It's so You Speaks is like this poetry organization in the Bay Area, and MC Olympics is like their artist, like more for the rappers and the lyrical side of their poets. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the youth that work who do rapping, and then other people come. So Vash did it. I don't know if you ever did it, but like me and Frack did it, and Callie, like when we were growing up.
Here's a question though: how do y'all feel about when there's judges? Just the concept of like 3 people deciding who's the best.
When I judged, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like tearing the kids down. It was more like constructive, like criticism. Like, don't hold the mic like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Right.
like
Right.
Like mentors for a moment.
exactly.
Okay, that's cool.
It's like slow down, memorize your
Right.
words. You know, like stuff
Right.
like that. Like, it wasn't like, oh, you suck. Like,
Yeah.
it's never that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, no, this is what you can do to improve your performance. Not
Yeah.
even what you writing about. I'm
Right.
not even critiquing your
Yeah.
lyrics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm critiquing your performance. So it's like,
Yeah.
Do you guys enjoy? Well, I was gonna say, do you guys enjoy judging other people rapping? Like,
yes.
Crazy question. Like, what kind of answer do you want?
That's
Like,
where I was going.
yeah, I love to judge niggas. I like to look at them and say,
well, because I could see a point where it's like I don't like to do that because
No,
know
I
you
do
come
like to
from
do
like
that.
a like there's no bad or it
No,
depends on where you're coming from.
That's
Yeah.
bad.
There's definitely
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, but because I think like for youth stuff, I kind of see it, be a little more constructive. But once you get to a certain level, I think people should have to deal with people judging them on a stage and then not win first place.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And
I mean, if you enter into a competition,
yeah,
then you've entered into a competition.
right.
You feel me? Like, hating is one thing. Like,
right.
Exactly.
in my
Yeah,
opinion,
yeah,
like
yeah.
there's hating, and then there's like, even if it's not constructive, it's like, if I enter into a competition, I've said that I'm willing to like receive some type of shit back. And people are meaning. And if you lived your life and don't realize people are meaning, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I show up to a thing and I was like, man, this nigga was hating on me, he was doing this, and that, I'm like, bro, people hate on people for less. So it's like, yeah.
Well, also they'll go harder on you in an Instagram comment than they ever will in real life, anyways.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially me, nigga, because I look like I'll kill you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the people who be hating hating on me on Instagram. I'm like, I look at their profile picture. I'm like, I would eat you. Like, I would cut you up on a grill. And yeah, you wouldn't even be the main course. You'd be in the lumpia.
Not in the lumpia.
Rolled up.
Oh, sliced and diced.
Have you ever been in a rap competition or a music competition?
I did the MC Olympics.
Oh, you did that too.
When you were a
Okay.
kid?
When I was a youth.
What feedback did they give you?
Same shit, like, like the first time I did it, they were like, you were hella nervous and you didn't make any eye contact with people and you looked down the whole time. And I was like, I was like 13. Right. And then the second time they were like, yeah, more like not what I was writing about, but they were like, you did a deeper song and maybe you should have done a song that was more like crowd, turn up friendly or whatever. They were just giving constructive feedback.
Did they do a whole set or just a song?
It's different now. When I did it, honestly, I hate to be this nigga, but it was way more crazy. Like, whatever. I get it. I'm an old man now. But like, it used to be like you had to freestyle on the spot and do all this shit, and there were hella different rounds and whatever. And now it's like you write a verse and you just come with it, and then like that was kind of it. It was like pretty simple stuff, or at least that's how ours was.
No, they did freestyles on mine.
Were they actually freestyles or they?
Yeah, they did
wrote
actual. They did written freestyles, and then they started going off the head.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the group, man,
Well,
them kids,
maybe that's because the town's doper than
they was killing it.
But yeah, no, they was definitely killing it. But
That sounds crucial too, because like even just like the point about holding the mic the correct way.
No.
There's rappers who are like my age or older who still like cuff it.
bro, there's rappers who make millions touring who like don't do shit correctly because nobody ever taught them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause like why would you know? You know what I mean? Like all the iconic pictures of rappers holding mics, they're gripping it like it's the head.
Oh, Jesus.
I saw it coming too.
There's a twinkle in your eye when you just started doing the hand motion. You're like,
I'm gonna say something.
yeah. No, that's hella true, and sometimes a lot of those things you don't know to correct until you do it wrong, and then people say that it's wrong.
Definitely. And just like doing it as a kid, I feel like really allowed me to be more comfortable, like being myself on stage. Just like performing in that aspect is such a different space than like doing a show as like a 16-year-old kid, like a rap show, a regular rap show. You know what I mean? It was like to go in that space where like everybody in the room was someone I respected. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or like looked up to. Right. And like that changes how you like think about performing. You know what I mean? Versus like, I'm performing for like my friends, and I really want them to like what I'm about to do because I'm nervous. You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, like these are people I aspire to be, and they came here to like watch me do this, and changed my mindset about it. You know what I mean?
Well, one thing I would say that on the topic of how you go about doing a live show, I think one thing you do really well is every time you perform, it's not always just I'm here to perform my song, but in the event itself, you're just it seems like you're like, let me make it the biggest affair I can. Let me bring all these people. It's like ultra intentionally collaborative. I feel like, even the small sets, it's at least like 2-3 people behind you, so is that kind of a big thing with you? Is like, I need the people with me on stage,
Well, there's two ways to answer that. One is that I have a fear of being alone.
Come on, honesty.
But also, it's like, I mean, what Stoni was saying about like your headlining show, this fly is killing me.
It's
also.
so
It's
annoying.
crazy.
Yeah. I thought he came back.
I swore I could, but I also didn't see it there. I just didn't want to mention it. I hope it. We'll get it.
Yeah.
But like what Stoni was saying about the headlining show is like, I just feel like I treat everything like it's the biggest deal because it is. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, what's the point of doing it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we could all just work jobs and make money and what, and like that's not even a hate to people who do that, but it's like if I'm gonna do a show and there's only 5 people, but it's like that show is the big deal to me on that day. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about whatever. And some shows, like the show you plan, and you're thinking about it for months, and you're doing the spreadsheets and whatever, X plus Y, you know, you pay, and then logistics,
Please.
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, I don't know. For me, I'm like, I don't want to half-ass
Yeah.
anything I do. But also, I'm gonna take every opportunity I get. And so when I chose those two things that, like, together, I was like, all right, well, like sometimes I'll be hella hungover the day of a show, and I'm like, I don't have it planned out at all. But I'm like, in this moment, I'm just gonna put my all into it. And you know what I'm saying? And then I believe and trust in my talent and in my friends' talent and in like the powers of the universe, and that's all I could do. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, you just trip. And you're like, fuck, you know, I don't know, not enough people, whatever, like all that shit. But it's like, if I bring that energy, then like, I'm happy with how I did it, and hopefully I can connect with someone. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And do.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder too. You know, you have your solo project coming up, July 17th, right?
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah,
17th.
Communal Healing.
Yes.
How many people have worked on that album with you? You know, I mean, on one song alone, like there's like 5 features. You know, sometimes.
Yeah, pretty much every song has 5 to 6 features, I want to say. But I mean,
it's a lot of instrumentalists too, right?
yeah, I'm like, of the new wave, like I'm trying to make aesthetically like featuring cool, because I feel like part of it is like on streaming it looks hella ugly when there's like hella names and shit. But I'm like, I'd rather credit everybody who's on the song. You know what I'm saying? I want the producers, the instrumentalists. Like, he didn't want to do it, but the person who did the paintings, like, I was like, let me feature you, because you're like, you know what I'm saying? And
So you featured like Dre. on
I
the
was
song?
going to. He didn't want to do it because he was like, I don't, you know, I'm not an
That's
artist.
fire. No, I like
But
that.
like realistically, it's like he is a part of the song. You know what I'm saying? And you should be able to like, you know, if you're a passive listener, you should be who wants to be an active listener. You should be able to like see everybody on the song without having to like click hella buttons to see all the credits and read all the little names. You know what I mean? Like, and that's like, you know, fighting an uphill battle, because that's not really on me. That's on like the way the music industry works. But I would say it's probably around 50 artists on the project.
It's spread through how
It's
many
hella fitting
tracks?
because you're calling the album Communal Healing.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
even just with the feature idea, like there's another artist, you know, Pink Seafood.
Yeah.
Like he dropped a project and like every song has like 7 features.
Yeah.
And, like, I heard him talking on a podcast, right? And he was talking about like he's from a community of hella dope artists who are working together.
Yeah.
And like simple actions carry that intention over into like the digital world or whatever, the fans,
Yeah.
the listeners and whatnot. So I think it's hella dope. Because now I'm gonna look at your album like, who's this person?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that was the goal. I mean, I just, you know, I mean, I do really have like issues with being alone, you know what I'm saying? And it manifests more in community than like, I think a lot of people have issues with being alone, but it manifests in like relationships, you know what I mean? Or romantic relationships specifically. But it's also like, I don't have fun making music alone. Like I don't, and I remember, I can't remember when it was, but I had a teacher a music teacher, and they said like, you know, respectfully, they didn't say it like this because they were an adult, but respectfully, like they were like, your greatest skill is not your rapping, it's your like ability to give everybody in the room purpose. And ever since then, I like thought about that, and I like, when I think about where I want to be, I'm not really tripping on like people being like, he's the best rapper alive. Like I don't really care about that, because there's many niggas who are the best rapper alive. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm a dope rapper, but it's like really what I care about is like being able to put people in a room and make good music and good moments. You know what I'm saying? That's what the album was. Is like, you know, every session, like our session, like we talked for like 2 hours before you did the verse about nothing to do with music.
Peaches.
But
Y'all talking about peaches?
Peaches.
well, this was crazy. So we're just casually talking, right?
For what song is this for though?
This isn't even for a song on the album. This is It's for a different album, a jazz album I have. But
Scatting on it?
yeah.
Fire.
And Tia packed Stoni a lunch.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out to Tia for being the GOAT.
Shout
you know what I
out
mean?
What did you pack?
My brother.
What got packed? What did you eat?
Oh, I had some pasta. Yeah, and I had I had a fruit roll up. I had a peach.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
What else
proper
did I
packed
have?
lunch, dude.
Oh, is this with the peach conversation?
Yeah.
Chicken
Yeah,
salad
chicken
and
salad
crackers.
and crackers.
Yes,
Yes,
chicken
yes.
salad and crackers.
Yeah.
And it was
Real
all
mom.
delicious.
Yeah.
And we're just talking casually, and like Stoni, I'm talking, and Stoni just pulls out a peach and bites it. And I just was like, what? Like, I just feel like when you have peaches,
Infamous peach.
you kind of announce that you're gonna eat it. You know what I mean?
We have the peach here. Come on, you gotta try it because, come on, man, bite the peach.
You need a peach.
This is
review.
a moment. Cheers.
Cheers.
You only got 2? That's crazy.
You want to share it?
Apparently, everybody doesn't eat.
Yeah.
Damn.
Apparently, Afterthought's a fucking liar.
Dude,
It honestly, it's fucked me though, because people have come to my house and been like, "So, are you not gonna give me food?"
I definitely ask him every time. Well, since this is my first time here,
Af is the best cook I know.
I'd asked him one time today where the snacks was at.
But I don't. I've
And it
cooked
wasn't
for
no
you, though.
snacks.
No.
How you cook for me and it's my first time here?
Well, somebody's lying. Look,
bring it out?
Look. I believe women, but somebody's lying.
So it is.
Well, there's only one man in this situation, or one woman to trust in this situation.
This is phenomenal.
Alright, well, back to communal healing.
I told you.
You want the rest of it?
Sounds kind of crazy.
It's so good.
Dude, this is really good.
It looks like the perfect beach to bite
No,
into.
get close when you chew, so it's like ASMR, you know?
Yeah, I could hear
Thank
it.
you so much.
I'm about to go to sleep right now.
You want to know what's funny? I don't even like ASMR.
I do. I make
I
me
kinda
really
hate it.
uncomfortable.
Especially when you're watching a video of them just being all like,
And they're like slurping it up. And
Yeah.
it's like, ugh.
Well, it's also just usually white women who I feel like are racist.
ASM racism.
Like a lot of the
That's
ASMR
what the R
videos,
stands for.
like
Audio stimulation mixed with racism.
close-up sound.
This peach is really good.
That's how you heal yourself.
This peach is really amazing.
I love peaches.
Everybody go get a peach right now.
If you're listening to this, grab a peach.
If you are listening to this,
Deep in
grab a peach.
Damn, y'all could do this, bro. Y'all would get views.
we do it?
Y'all would get some views, dude. You need to do a collab. Y'all did the signs. You did the track collab. Now you do the ASMR
If you had
collab.
a joint ASMR show, what would it be called?
What you think?
Bites and blunts.
Oh,
Bites
that's
and blunts.
good.
Yeah.
Brothers, bites, and blunts.
Ooh, take
Come on,
it there, old
brother. Come on,
niggas.
brother. Come on.
Triple B on a bitch.
That's the tagline right there. We're brothers, blunts, and
Bites.
bites.
Have you been on another podcast?
Me?
Both of you.
I've
Either one.
never been on a podcast ever.
Yeah.
Never?
This is my first. You guys just popped my cherry.
Virginity.
Pop the peach.
Popped a
Pop a
peach.
Yeah.
I had to pop a peach on a punk rock hoe.
Period. Delicious.
Yeah. What about you, Af?
I think this is my third podcast or something.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never really done it.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Little expert.
3. I guess
Well,
that
here we
they've
are,
only
though.
done 6, so
Taking care of the firsts.
yeah.
What's something you've never done that you want to do?
Drop
With
an
music.
album.
With music. But that's gonna
Say
You're
that,
about
brother.
to, yeah. Are you excited to drop it? Like, is it nerve wracking at all right now? Is it crunch time?
I wake up every morning stressed,
Yeah.
honestly.
What
But
are-
I'm-
what are
I'm
you
like-
most stressed about?
It changes from day to day. You know what I mean? Like, I I think it's just like a fully exemplified version of my anxiety as an artist in general. You know what I mean? Like it's like, will people like it? Oh, that doesn't fucking matter. Like, do I like it? Yeah, I like it. Oh, but I could have made it better. You know what I mean? It's just like constant conversations with myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know y'all get it. Like,
get it.
If you're not an artist, you're listening. I might sound the same, but it's true. It's just like those conversations.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. The shit is just like, I feel relieved though. Like when I really sit and I breathe, you know what I'm saying? And I like take a moment. I'm glad that I'm putting. I was just telling my boy last night, like I made this album and then I have a bunch of other albums that are almost done. And it feels good because I've never really like, everything I've done in my career has been like compounding and compounding and compounding, and now it's like I'm releasing all of that. We're releasing Rent Check, like all of these things, and then I'm like able to breathe. I feel like and really start new projects because I've never actually started a new project. I've just like taken some extras from before or some whatever, some ideas, and built on it. I've never been like, what do I want to do, and here's what I'm gonna do, and I have that clarity now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like with both of you guys, it's like you guys have been doing this for a minute, but you guys are stepping into a new phase of your artist career where you're taking bigger risks and putting yourself in situations where the failure could be way bigger, right? Like if no one pulled up to your show, that would have But like you put yourself in that circumstance,
Right.
and a lot of artists won't do that, you know? They'll be like,
No,
"There's
facts.
no way I'm gonna risk that," you know what I mean?
Right.
I have faith. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it was definitely scary.
Yeah.
And definitely a thought I tried to keep in the back of my head, not in the front. So
I mean, it's
I was like, I
important.
know some people coming, and I know my friends gonna be there. So
Yeah.
that's all that really mattered.
I think
But
it's
people
always good to
came.
sit with like what is the worst possible circumstance that could happen, and to recognize that like if it does happen, are you gonna quit rapping?
No,
No.
yeah.
Right.
So it don't fucking matter.
It'd
you know
just
what
be
I
a
mean? You're just
thing,
gonna
yeah.
Keep going, you know?
Also, will people really hold it on against you
No.
for the most
Yeah.
part? You know, like nobody's gonna remember that one event and be like, oh yeah.
Some people
because
will.
of that.
Yeah, some people do
haters
actually
will
do
fucking
that.
afraid of
Yeah.
Right. That's
But some lovers will remember it as the best night. Like some of my shows that I'm like, that shit was the weakest show I've ever done. And somebody might be like, that was the dopest thing I've ever seen. You
I've
know
done
what I
hella
mean?
beat sets like during like a whole trap set, like several shows where like it's hella like turned up Bay shit, and they book me as a beat set. I'm like, all right. So the second I hop on, it's like hella quiet. People kind of start to go away, shit like that. And I'm like, this is hella whack. But every time I do those shows, like 3 or 4 people are like, yo, that shit was sick.
Yeah.
And from the back, just like kind of staring.
Right. Yeah. And you're like, damn, is this nigga gonna rob me? Yeah, so like it's like I'm on a lineup with all like rapping ass niggas going crazy over hyphy beats, and I'm playing with my keyboard and guitarist, and I
Yeah.
go on and nobody is like
Yeah.
receiving it, and then afterward like 4 people come, that was like that's dope as shit. You're da 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 da, you know what I mean? But it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes certain crowds, they're not entirely like used to reacting to different kinds of music. You know,
Yeah.
so like when you
I
get
had a
to step-
heckler once.
Oh.
like a real heckler.
Yeah.
Oh, at your headlining show?
No.
What you were talking about?
Fuck no. What the fuck?
They get booted
You
out.
get
the room
fucking
for that.
jumped.
Yeah, for real.
Where was the
Tia's
heckler?
got the knife ready.
Where was the heckler?
It was at Crybaby. I forgot what
what
show
show?
I was. I can't remember. I did hella shows at Crybaby.
Shout out Crybaby.
Yeah, shout out
Well, that's
Crybaby.
may need to get a heckler as like a rapper, you know, DJs.
Yeah.
I
Like,
like
was he just
DJs.
yelling?
It was
over
a
you?
girl
Damn.
that I had never seen before. Yeah, she shows a hood bitch. And I was like, I seen her moving through the crowd though, cause the whole crowd rocking. And you see that one
Like she
nigga moving
came
through
up
the
from the
crowd,
back.
like yeah, she was like moving through the crowd, like not smiling. And I was like,
Shit.
but my best
Zoom
friends was
in.
there too, and she was looking at her already, like, okay, bitch, like. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I keep going. I had a break after my song, and she was like, do some hood shit. And I was like, what? No, she said, do some town shit. I said, bitch, I am the town. Like, what you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Perform fucking.
I'm like, she like, where are you from? I'm like, nigga, I'm from the East. So, like, what's going on here? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, she like, do some town shit. I'm like, and then the next song just so happened to be, fuck that bitch. I said, look at God.
Look at God.
Yeah, no.
Made my set list perfectly.
And she walked away. Because, you know, I tell the crowd, say, fuck that bitch. Everybody around her would say, fuck that bitch. She
fire.
just walked away. I was like, yeah, bitch.
See, that's when a heckler.
Damn.
See, sometimes hate can give the opportunity to make something special.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hyped your setup even more.
Even
You got
more.
The whole shit
It was like a
Honestly,
setup
if I was
almost.
in the crowd, I might be like, was this orchestrated? Even? You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
Like that seat, like
You should do that.
No, actually.
yeah, actually.
We can't tell it. Well, everybody knows now.
Comedians have
But you can do it different every time. Like you did the boyfriend thing
Right,
already,
right,
but it's
right,
like
you're right,
you know what I
you're
mean.
right.
If you got people that are like
that'd be crazy.
expressive, like you,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean,
no,
and
it's
it's
tight.
like it's all funny.
I saw people,
That'd be
two
hella fun,
people
honestly.
having do a fake fight on stage. Like
Yeah.
they were like,
Yes.
there's two rappers and they started like fake fighting each other, but they made it seem real. And then they just started arguing, and then they started rap arguing at each other. And I was like,
I love that.
yeah, it was cool. I think they could have done it better, but but it was an interesting idea. I was like, wow, I've never seen that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
I love that. I love.
yeah, all that shit. Like, honestly, seeing like the stage design you did, like, inspired me so much. Like,
Thank you.
because I was like that. Because I like immediately I saw, I was like, that's a house party. Like that's
Yeah.
sick.
Oh,
Stoni and
great.
friends. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, literally, I was like, because stage design is like so powerful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like.
Yep.
To some people, it was like, oh yeah, there's a couch on stage, that's cool. But it's like, to me, I wasn't even there, and I was already in the world. You know what I mean? I was
Yes.
like, I could see the
Yes.
world, and like
Yes.
that type of shit is so
Thank you.
powerful.
That shit meant a lot. I got that couch like 2 days before the show.
From IKEA.
So I had the group chat. I'm like, anybody know where I can get a couch? You know what I'm saying? Like, and she actually sent me 2 Facebook posts in Facebook Market, and
Bro,
one
Facebook
couch.
Marketplace pops
It's
off,
so
dude.
great.
You can get hella
Marky
shit.
Z.
Yeah.
It's my dog.
And I got it for free. So
Damn. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
I went to go
Free
pick it up,
couch?
and it fit in my car.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a Jeep, but like it fit in there.
You talking?
And I could move it by myself because it broke down into pieces.
Oh,
So like,
shit.
yeah, it was like,
It's perfect.
You take that on tour.
I think
Well,
the universe
yeah,
had
it's a
that for the
showpiece.
show, for sure.
yeah, the universe fucked with me. They was like, okay, bitch, you gonna do it, then do it.
Right.
Because I was like, still like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get the couch.
Yeah.
But then it was like, no, just do it. And then God was like, all right, I got you. Like, let's do it. Like,
Right.
so it worked out, and I'm glad you could see that. It was a lot of work.
I'm sure.
How did your New York show go?
They broke
Because
it.
that was your first New York show, right?
Yeah, it was
Recently.
dope. I went out there with the Text Me boys
Mm-hmm.
and some of the gang. Tia wasn't there. Sad. Went out there with the guys, and it was a fun ass time. I fucking love New York, so I don't be sleeping. I already told them. I said I ain't finna go to sleep.
York
So
is-
y'all, we finna be up the whole time. Like I don't play that shit. I was in there eating chopped cheese every night.
Yeah.
4 a.m., 5 a.m., sun coming up. I don't give a fuck.
New York is lit.
Keep this shit going. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
You don't
Yeah.
get to go that hard over here. you know?
Exactly. And it's always something to do. It's always people outside. It's not no weird, creepy niggas outside.
Yeah.
You know, it's like regular people are outside
Right.
having fun, turning up. It's the weekend. Like, you know, I love Brooklyn. The show was in Brooklyn at the Purgatory. Shout out to Maj for
That's a crazy-
organizing that event. Part of Text Me.
Who was Nash?
Maj is an artist.
Okay.
Signed to Text Me. Dope as fuck.
Yeah,
Everybody
can you-
should check
can
out
you
their
talk
music.
about-
Hyper pop artist.
How you started with Text Me, like how that relationship began.
Through Drew Banga. Drew, you know, Drew, the first song I ever did with Drew, we recorded it at Text Me. And that was the first time I'd ever been to Text Me
You did it at the different Fur Studios?
at Different Fur. Yeah, so,
That's probably one of the illest studios, or the illest studio in the city.
huh?
That's like the best studio in the city.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
It's right in the mission like that too. Like such a
Mhm.
nice spot to have a studio.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
all the other studios are just like away. you know,
Out the way.
corners.
Warehouses. A lot of warehouses.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great location.
Or like, not for the culture.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very
so,
strange settings.
Yeah.
So y'all recorded that song at Different Fur, and then
Yes.
from there was other Text Me people there that.
Well, I met Leanne, which is one of the engineers,
Mm.
dope as fuck, and
Mhm.
producers. So,
Do they're specifically different fur producers, or are they with Text Me as well? And
they would text me too, I
Okay.
believe. I
Okay.
think so. Yeah,
Well,
I think
different
they
Fur
would
and
text me
Texas are
too.
two like separate.
Right.
There's a huge relationship, obviously, because they're bottom and on top.
Well, I'm trying to visualize like the relationship between Text Me people using Different Fur. Is it like that day they were there, or do they just run through that spot a lot? Like
They're always there.
they're always there.
They
Okay.
run the studio.
Oh, okay. Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha,
so-
gotcha. Okay.
That's who you would like book through
Right.
them and another
Right.
person.
But yeah, and they were like, "You're dope as fuck. Like, come back. Like, what the fuck? Like." I was like, "Oh yeah, tight. Yeah, all right, cool. I like that." And then I got invited to a writing camp, and the first song that and I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie, I was so nervous to go to the writing camp. I was nervous to say I didn't know these people like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I knew Tia, but I didn't know Tia. You know what I'm saying? I knew Ricky Lake, Tia, Ricky Lake. I don't know, them two, huh? Wade. Was Wade there?
Shout out to Wade.
We just saw Wade in LA.
And I'm in. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm in for sure was there.
Wade is
And
dope.
Wade is dope.
Fire, yeah.
How long ago was this?
2009, 2020, 2020, I think.
During the pandemic.
Was Frack there?
No, that was before that writing camp.
Okay.
Yeah, that was before this writing camp. That writing camp, the first song we did was Skirmish. And that's the song me and Tia always perform.
Well, so is it?
It already had 2 verses, and then they sent me that, and that was the first song I did with Text Me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Special.
like let's get together and make music, or are you guys like? When you say writing camp, it makes me think of like there's critiques going on or something, or like
Definitely no
like-
critiques.
Yeah.
It's just get together. Let's
Yeah,
you
let's
do
make
have
tracks.
things. You have guidelines. You have to
Yeah.
follow certain rules. Like if we're writing for syncs, like you know what I'm saying, you can't say certain stuff. You can't, so it could get synced and get some money. You know what I'm saying? So
What
stuff
are some
like
things
that.
you have to avoid if you're trying to get
saying names, saying specific places,
Oh, okay.
specific like brands, because you don't want to like if
Copyright.
Apple wants to like put it in the commercial, you don't want to be talking about fucking Dell computers and some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. Right. I don't know who rapping about Dell, but
Me now.
We on that Intel shit.
West Coast like specific locations. You don't want to be like East Oakland, bitch, and
Right.
somebody in New York wants to use your shit for like a
Right.
fucking vacation commercial or something. I don't know, like.
Play some town shit.
Play some town shit. Shout out to her. Hey,
She, like,
shout
wanted to
out
write
to
some
you,
two
bitch.
short songs, do a cover.
Huh?
It's like she wanted to do like a 2 short cover or some shit.
Man, I don't even know who she is. I've never seen her again.
She's probably from Alameda.
Stop.
Oh my god.
She looked like she was from West Oakland. I ain't gonna hold you.
We got a heckler one time at Emporium where that one chick was like, next,
Yeah.
next, stuck on that, you know.
Oh, I'd have got off stage, bitch. You got to see me. Next what,
I
bitch?
mean, I feel like DJs really get hella hecklers because, like,
I mean, from can you play
Not
this
even,
song?
all
That's a
you
light.
get-
Oh, okay.
but, like,
Nowadays, all you get is someone showing a
Bad
phone
Bunny.
on their forehead saying Bad Bunny. I don't know what the
Yeah,
forehead.
what's up with the forehead?
I don't know.
thing?
The
I don't know.
fuck
I
that
just
came
saw
from.
that on Pilo's
heads up?
story.
It's just a thing where like they write the text hella big on
Yeah.
their Instagram story or whatever, and they put it right here.
And they said
There
it's
you go.
play a certain artist.
yeah, no,
Don't say
but,
bad.
But they don't go like this. They just
Yeah.
I don't know what it
yeah,
is.
like heads up.
I guess I don't know.
7-0.
I don't know. It's all good though. I play Bad Bunny anyways.
Period. You ain't gotta ask
That's my thing,
him.
If you requested Bad Bunny, you weren't here an hour ago, and I did. And
Right.
I'm gonna do it in like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So just fucking relax.
Yeah, right. I mean, all you gotta say is, I don't got that.
Be like, who's Bad Bunny?
Who is Bad Bunny?
People still be acting that.
I couldn't name a song. I'm not gonna lie.
That's okay.
Yeah, well, they're.
I
like,
know
all
who
in
he is,
Spanish,
though.
so-
Latino pass revoked.
yeah.
What?
Latino pass revoked. If you don't know a Bad Bunny song.
Oh,
We're not Latino.
yeah, we're not.
Exactly. So don't worry about it.
How do you feel about Rosalia winning the Latin Hip Hop Awards, Best Artist?
Wait, what?
There's a Latin hip hop award.
And who won?
Rosalia.
We some niggas.
I'm like, who the hell is Rosalia?
Big artist.
Is she?
Big artist. Big artist. But she's from Spain.
No
She's
disrespect.
from
No
Spain.
disrespect whatsoever. I just don't know who she is. I'm not tapped in.
Huh?
She's like reggaeton kind of shit.
Right, but no, she got Best Latin Artist.
And
That's cool,
Well,
right?
She's from. It's just like a small. She's
she's from Spain, the country.
Yeah, but she's.
They're mad about it?
España.
Just she's Spanish.
she
you know,
ain't
European
Latin.
technically.
Oh
and she won Best Latin
shit!
Award
Oh
over, like, Bad Bunny and
damn,
somebody.
Rosalia.
What does Latin mean?
Well, they took it as, do you speak Spanish? But Latin, I mean, I assume they're talking about Latin American artists, you know. But I guess you could, you know,
But no,
it's,
but
it's all
I'm saying, like,
Spanish.
what
It's
is
not
Latin,
called the Spanish
what does Latin
Awards.
America mean?
like South American, Central American. you know.
Like, is
artists.
Brazil Latin America?
But I guess, but you know, Puerto Rico is technically America.
Yeah.
You know, so
Well,
like,
yeah. Are we Latin America?
is Puerto Rico
Are
Latin
you from
America?
Puerto Rico?
That's actually
No,
a good
no,
question.
no.
Oh.
I'm saying, like, is the USA Latin America?
No.
Mexico's Latin America, though.
Yeah, because it's in Central.
But Spain.
Nah,
ain't.
Mexico's
I
in
feel like
North
Latin
America.
is like a mix of like indigenous.
It goes
and
into
Spanish, you know what I mean?
Central. No, not at
Mexico
all.
is North America is Canada, USA, and Mexico.
Yeah, I guess it's true. Yeah, then yeah, I don't know. That's a
But
good-
Mexico
that's a
is
good
Latin
point.
America. Is Brazil Latin America?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Brazil's
What?
for sure Latin America.
Because they speak Portuguese.
Wrap this up, y'all. Wrap this.
No, but this is a good question because now I'm
Brazil
second
is-
guessing everything I even
their
brought
history
up.
has to do with the Portuguese, you know, in terms of colonization.
That's not so.
Yeah,
That's
so
my
they-
point. Is I don't think it is technically.
But it's what, but English is derived from Latin, isn't it? Well, no, it's Germanic. That's my bad. Stoni is like
It's it's multiple. It's
Nice.
not just Latin.
Tia-
it's
gotta
French
answer.
is Latin.
Can't read
What's the
that
answer?
Nigga,
from here.
Right.
I'm like, what?
I'm dyslexic up close.
this with the phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Not that nigga.
Latin America. The countries of Central and South America, where the official language is usually a form of either Spanish or Portuguese.
So Mexico's not Latin America.
But yeah, I guess so. They did not include.
I don't
Yeah.
think
It's Mexican.
Mexicans is Mexicans.
I mean, definitely.
right? Like, I feel like they don't go around saying I'm Latin American. They be like, nigga, I'm Mexican. What's up? Like,
But I do feel like
very
I feel like,
proud
I feel
people.
like Puerto Ricans be like we
I'm
Latin,
Puerto Rican.
and then
Are they?
And they're
I don't
technically
know,
Caribbean.
Most
They're
of the
technically
Latinos-
American.
Yeah.
You know.
don't take
Yeah,
their
that's-
culture from
I
them.
mean, it's.
Well, technically, we own them because we're fucked up.
Like, did they want to be American though?
Yes, nigga, own. Nigga, did we want to be American?
No.
Yeah, nigga.
So that's why I'm asking. Did the
yeah.
Puerto Ricans ask?
Nobody
probably
asked to
not.
be American.
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans don't fuck with the states.
So maybe they don't claim America.
Neither do we,
But he was
nigga.
asking the question.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Who
no.
fucks with the states?
Nobody.
There's some people.
There are
They
people
be
that fuck
roasting
with
us
the
in
Hawaiians,
Europe and shit.
nigga. They done
The
Hawaii
Hawaiians,
so dirty.
Yeah.
They did Alaska so dirty. Nobody talks about that. All the native,
Yeah.
what's Inuit or whatever. The-
Inuit, yeah.
Yeah.
I once heard somebody describe the United States as a fuck boy with a fake Gucci belt on,
It's pretty accurate.
and I couldn't agree more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because technically we're in debt, but we act like we got
We
money.
yeah,
facts.
we think we're big shit, but we're actually not.
Yeah, we don't.
We
know
think
shit.
everybody wants to be like us,
Nobody
Everyone
does.
fucking hates us.
Bruh.
and people think they want to be like us till they get here, and they're
Nah,
like,
people
"Yo,
think-
this shit is fucked up."
Yeah, for real.
And it's like, yeah, it is.
Bitch-ass country.
Like when I was on tour in Europe,
Yeah, I was
like
about to say.
the way people talk about the USA, like you would think it was like South Sudan. Like in Europe, like they're like, so you really know people with guns?
Cause they got
And
knives.
I was like, yeah, most people, you know what I'm saying? They're like, and there's shootings, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, so like, what do you know what I mean? Like, what do you do? And I was like, well, you just like,
Run.
you just run, and they're like, that is so scary. I'm so sorry. That's
Looking
so
you deep in
hard.
your eyes,
Literally,
yeah.
like I was like, damn, like I feel like you're talking to me like, oh, like they bombed your entire village. Like that's how they were
Right?
talking.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it was
mean,
like but they
it's
were
not
like
like it hasn't been done.
facts. But it's crazy because it's like when you're out there, you realize like, yeah, damn, like everything I do is because of like guns and shit like that, which is like partially USA and partially just like hood type shit. But it's like when I was in Europe, I was like, you know, like I'm never thinking about how close I am to people, where the exits are, like, you know what I mean? From like, I'm constantly thinking about that shit, even subconsciously, just because like you never know what's gonna go down. And then, but after a couple weeks in Europe, I was like, yeah, like none of that shit is in my mind. Like I felt hella healthier because of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So on some level, you're kind of like, no, it's all good, bro. And people bring it up, but then you find yourself relaxing once you go out there. You're
Yeah.
like, damn, I guess
Yeah.
there was some tension in my head, you know,
Yeah.
like going places.
Yeah, facts.
You know, but I think it's kind of the same way, like how Americans view San Francisco. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of what you were saying about how Europeans think of America.
Definitely.
You know, they're like, oh, it's just dangerous. Like, how do you live there? It's like, I mean, if you watch the news, yeah, it's gonna sound terrible.
Yeah.
You know, and
And it is.
And that's what they
Yeah,
do.
it is sometimes for sure, but it's not. You know, there is that other side, but Europe just doesn't have. You know, they don't gotta care.
It
mean,
just
it's like
seems
life.
bad. Like our healthcare, everything
Yeah.
is our school system, like
Everything.
the police, everything fucked up over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the food is all fucked up,
Right.
and you know what I'm saying? Everything fucked up.
Yeah, for real.
So if I was in the UK, I'd be like, ugh,
Right. Right.
keep
Literally.
that American shit over
Here's
there.
a question: as an artist, do you guys feel responsible to speak on this in your music,
On what?
on America, circumstances here,
Like what?
This is America.
everything we just talked, whether it be like the violence that's here, the racism that's here, the lack of healthcare, the lack, everything, the history.
Whatever affects me personally gets put into music. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's my life. Growing up as a black woman, you know what I'm saying, in America,
Right.
I've faced hella shit, you know what I'm saying? So it automatically goes into my music if it's touched me. So do I think do everybody have to speak on it? No, because everybody is, some people are dumb. So
Facts.
that's just what it is.
Some people who feel like they do need to speak about it just
Don't.
end up saying shit.
Stupid
bad-
shit.
Yeah, stupid
Yeah,
shit.
come off hella corny
It's like, please shut the
Yeah,
fuck
that
up.
too, yeah.
Like, please shut up.
For real.
It's like, we don't need you to talk about it. Like,
Preaching vibe, right?
Yeah, I feel like I speak on my life. To me, the power's in specifics. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's like I could talk about America, and sometimes I do, but it's like I don't know America. I know my life. I know my city. You know what I'm saying? I know my community. I know that, and even then, that's just my voice. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I've never been like to the Midwest at all. Like, I've never even been to Chicago. Like, I don't know what it's like over there. That's hella far away. Like, I'm not gonna speak like I know for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like I try and just talk about like how like my life is affected by like healthcare scarcities. You know what I'm saying? Literally, like my mother couldn't take care of me because of healthcare scarcities. Like, I could talk about that and hope that that reaches other people. But I'm not gonna be like this whole country healthcare is fucked up because of this, that, and that. Because it's like I'm not educated enough to really be doing that. I could just share my story, and then like, and that's why I like collaborating, because it's like, then I also want to hear other stories. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I feel that responsibility. I feel the responsibility to like get stories that aren't told. You know what I'm saying? Like wherever I go, I say I'm from San Francisco because. Not because I'm embarrassed about being from America or whatever, but because like that's the story I'm telling. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Giving context.
yeah, because people just don't know that people don't know niggas live in San Francisco. People don't know people live in San Francisco. Period. Honestly, like when
regular people.
yeah, like people just think it's like a place that you visit. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like I just be intentional with my story, but I don't feel like I feel like a lot of the shit that's like. America is this. America is
I'm
that.
crying.
You are American. You wear it on your hat. Like,
Yeah, no, bro.
I'm
I think that's why I asked you. I feel like there's a distinction with artists that
okay, high school essay.
they try to take that torch and it looks hella corny, and then there's different artists that like come from a personal
Yes.
space, and it
Yeah.
kind of comes across as more of a one authentic, but two actually has more impact. Because
Yeah.
they're not trying to put the whole world on their shoulders, but just
Right.
come from their points.
You already got so much on your shoulders
Right.
as an artist in general. Like, to be an artist,
Facts.
you gotta be a little off. You know what I'm saying? Just
You gotta be a little weird.
a little off.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? So to try to put the world on your back too, while
Right.
being a little off. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
that's why it is like artists that like they don't come from a personal space. They just start talking about all the issues. Whoa,
Yeah.
you don't get anything because we all know this. Maybe some artists, don't, I mean, maybe some folks don't, but I feel like you don't get anything personal from
Right.
songs and projects and artists like that because they're just always talking about up here. And
Right. And that shit, like, you can't visualize that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or you can get that same viewpoint from like reading the newspaper. Or
Yeah.
watching the news. Like,
but you can't actualize any of
horrible.
that shit. Like, when you're like, if you're like 50,000 people overdosed in San Francisco this past year, you might be like, damn, that's high, but you're not really visualizing what that means. To me, it's more powerful to tell a story of how, like, of a overdose and how that is something that might be happening other places. Because, like, we can't really visualize, like, when we say billionaires, it's like that amount of money is almost unfathomable. You know what I mean? You really have to sit and think for like hours about like, okay, well, if a billion people were like da 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 da, and then you're thinking like, damn, that is so much money. But it's like if you're just like the billionaire is this, America is this, da 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 da. You know what I mean? It's like you can't like. That's why no one like connects with the news, because it's just these big statements. America has a problem with this. What does that mean? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, think about all the best or the most acclaimed books out there that deal with social commentary. They're all a narrative of a person, you know, and a story of somebody dealing with these issues, and not a breakdown of what's going on in the country. You know, those are the, you know, 1984, it's about a guy who lives in a dystopian future. It's a fictional story, but it relates to the real world so much that people picked it up, and now it's like, oh, you read, you know, it's a thing.
yeah.
Well, people are always gonna relate more to like the anecdote.
Yeah.
If you start talking too much about facts and data, like a lot of folks are gonna tune out.
Or like movies, you know, like people don't say, oh, like that documentary, this, that, as much as people say, oh, that movie changed my life because that story was so crazy or so insightful, or I could relate to that story specifically, you know, rather than somebody being like, this is how the world works, you know.
I don't think people like reality.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure.
For real,
Reality
like
sucks.
I think reality does suck, and a lot of people are starting to realize that now more than ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Or the reality we have created for ourselves is kind of whack in a lot of ways sometimes.
yeah,
You know?
I mean,
But there's
reality
also
is just whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is. I mean, the reality is what you make it, but like when we talking about our world when we say that. I'm talking about the world. You know what I'm saying? When I say reality is fucking whack. Like, who wants to tune into that shit? That's why you create your own world in the first place, because that shit is whack. But I think people are turning off their world a little bit more, and they're stepping into that other world, and they're like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like what LL Cool J said. He was like, I think he got asked a question about that, you know, needing to talk about specific things. And he said, I do my shows so people can get away from that, because that's always there. But when I do my shows, I want people to forget that that's a thing, and they can escape that for a bit, you know. You can have Grandmaster Flash talking about, you know, the problems, or you could have LL Cool J who kind of takes you away from that, and those problems are still there, but you get to enjoy yourself a little bit.
but are we relying too much on, like, escaping reality right now?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like our community has a cool balance, where it's like the artists coming out of here, like we create spaces for ourselves that feel like there's a lot of joy and there's communal healings, right? By action.
Good plug.
But the artists who are on these stages, and even the conversations that are happening around, like we step out, we go to, like, we have the conversation about what is happening around us, what's happening in the Bay. The songs might be about it, and then we go back to like having fun and dancing for a second. I think that's important to find a balance, because you can overload yourself, or exhaust yourself, and then you can't do shit. So you have to like come from a place of like, I talk about the world, I tap in with the world, because I know that there's a better day out there, based on what I'm feeling with my folks right here. Like, I want to amplify that, but to do that, you gotta take note of both. You know?
That's why Uncle Damien is so dope, because he be at the littest shows, and he gets a whole section where he gets to talk some real shit, you know, and then right back to the function.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's how it has to be, though. Because nobody really wants to talk serious shit.
Yeah, right.
And then it's sad. Like, nobody want to be sad. Like,
Right.
you have to find interesting speakers, like, to grab the attention of youth and, like, everybody. Like, and I feel like that's what we lack right now. Not gonna lie. Like, as far as, like, revolutionizing and shit. Like, nobody really talking that shit
Yeah.
like they should be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they used to be, like Kwame Ture, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when I listen to him, it grabs me.
Right.
I don't get bored.
Right.
I have a short attention span.
Yeah.
Like, I do. So it's like, I need something to constantly stimulate me. You know what I'm saying? And his talking, his speaking is like that for me. Like, and I feel like a lot of people aren't doing that.
There's a difference between talking about what's happening and it's heavy and you're just like unloading, whereas some folks can empower. You can speak on what's happening, but you're doing it because who you're talking to, you want them to recognize that they have power,
Right.
to be present in it and change it, or, you know, understand it, you know.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I feel like I'm seeing it start to bubble a little bit, but I still be like, there's overall, I think as artists in our community, we struggle to figure out what role we should be playing or what's gonna help. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a hard life to navigate.
Yeah.
We're all hypocrites. For real, that's something I've had to realize, even about myself sometimes. It's like, yeah, bitch, you a hypocrite sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta own that, like, and do
absolutely.
better about that shit, because you can't be out here trying to preach that good word.
Right.
And then you out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like,
Yeah, you are setting a standard for yourself. when
Yeah.
you do that shit too, for sure.
yeah, so
Absolutely.
that's for sure. I feel like it's something I realize about everybody, though. And some people don't realize it for a long time. I didn't
Right.
realize that I was a hypocrite.
Right.
And I thought I wasn't. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But then I really had to sit with myself, and really that's come with doing the work, though. I had to really sit with myself and think about the shit that, like, I do. And,
Yeah.
like, it's like, yeah, nah, nigga. You're one of them, too.
Right.
But what can you do to
Right.
stop
But
it?
that's a big
Right.
step, is to recognize what
Yeah,
it is
for
you're
sure.
doing, instead of just blocking that shit out.
I mean, reality makes us hypocrites.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's a hypocrite.
Because you can't
Change
not
makes
be.
you a hypocrite.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
You know,
Say that.
Because-
Come on. Come on.
because I mean,
Brother.
you could. There's a difference between doing a hypocritical thing and being a hypocritical person who, you know, you preach a certain way of life, but you live it completely differently. You know, but you could do something.
Church. Church.
Hypocrites.
Touch me. Oh boy, chop
That's
shop.
so fucking real.
Yeah.
That's fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck Eddie.
That's real as fuck. Because you supposed
Some
to. I
hypocrites.
feel like somebody who's constantly changing and learning every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I could fuck up. It's like
It's
but
the duality piece. Because I'm
man,
all about like understanding.
me too.
Empathy.
Me
Yeah,
too.
but I'm really quick to get pissed off.
Same.
I hate that person.
Same.
Like,
Yeah, same. And
you don't want to block either side off. You know?
Right.
you gotta feel all sides.
If you are living life, you're living a hypocrisy. It's a hypocritical because like you can't not.
Yeah.
That's like the world that we live in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
If you don't realize that, you can't do anything else.
I don't even want to talk to you if you
Right.
don't realize
Exactly.
that shit.
That's the real shit. Like when I say real nigga, I think that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You realize you're a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
realize hypocrite.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah,
like,
just acting like your shit doesn't stink.
yeah,
Right.
you can't
That's
do
not
that.
possible,
You
you know?
cannot do that. Like, that's not real. Like, you can't think everybody else is the problem.
Right.
And it ain't never on you. Like,
But
that
you know,
shit crazy.
You could go too deep with it too, and you could be like, I don't give a fuck, you know, like I'm just here, you know, on
Yeah.
some like,
That's the point.
you know,
though,
it's
to find
there.
that balance.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, you got to find a balance.
Yeah.
You got to know yourself. But
Yeah,
that's,
I've like seen hella social justice warriors who are just like they got the knowledge and they preach, but like they're the first person to shame people for not knowing what they know about.
Right.
It's like,
Man.
you got this knowledge and you want folks to know about it, but when they don't know about it, you're like, get away from me.
yeah.
I'm always like, did you tweet that on an iPhone?
Where'd that mineral come from?
Yeah.
Right, literally. Nah, but I mean, I feel like a lot of those people, it also comes from like a lot of the real social justice warriors I encounter, like they didn't come from a community that,
They got their identity from a book.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people, I'm like, you're a black woman, and I acknowledge that, or you're a black man, and I acknowledge that, like whatever it is. But it's also like you're not acknowledging that everybody doesn't start the race at the same place in terms of this knowledge shit. Like you are fully like on the shit of like white men started way above us and all this shit. You can acknowledge that, but then you're like, well, when like this nigga who like is being hella disrespectful, he's being hella mean, but he's also like he's saying some words you don't like. It's like, well, he didn't like start at the same wealth of knowledge in terms of learning this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I get that we're trying to move the world forward, but like I work in a lot of spaces where like
There's a lot of classism.
there's the balance of that, like people like pronouns, for example, like people's pronouns is like a issue of life or death for some people, and I acknowledge that, and that shit is so real and like so powerful. But also there's like people who like they learned what a pronoun was 2 days ago,
Yeah.
and you were asking them
Yeah.
to like compete in the same race as people who have been like studying it on TikTok, and you know what I'm saying? Because it's not all about college anymore. It's like there are people who's like every TikToker they follow is talking about new pronouns and new da-da-da, and it's like that's not the same race. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, like nobody is in their life is talking about this shit. Nobody on their Instagram feed is talking about this
It's
shit. Like,
it's kind of like how you school kids.
Right.
It's like some kids learn this way.
Right.
Some kids learn this way. For
Right.
real, this is a real
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
And
Some kids.
it's same for adults because
Right.
those kids grow up to adults, and it's
Yeah,
like
exactly. And you think they learn different now?
and
Like that's crazy. It's
and
like,
everybody learns differently.
yeah. And everybody's world is different.
Everybody's
you know what I mean?
world is different. Everybody's environment is different. Everybody's
Right.
community is different.
Exactly.
And
Like
you never done
on the phone too.
Yes.
It's like that's really like y'all talking about like Rosalie or whatever. Like y'all were like, how do y'all not know? Like
Yeah.
we're all in the same community.
Yeah.
Nigga, we're from the same city. We all rocket the same shit. We had no idea who was talking about.
Yeah.
And that's one person who's a famous person. Like imagine all these words and da 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 da. It's like, bro, like my phone doesn't tell me like I don't know new pop artists because my phone doesn't. My phone gives me the new Stoni, the new Tia, Lil Bean, Zay Bang, Stunnerman 02. Like my phone would never ever tell me that like it don't even tell me Justin Bieber drops a new song. You know what I mean? So like the world that we lived in is so curated to us, and I feel like a lot of people like don't raise that lens and be like, yeah, like let me give you this knowledge because you probably have never heard this, and every time you do hear it, you're embarrassed because like everybody else in the room makes it seem like you should know this. There's no more universal facts. There's no more universal things. Like we all are in echo chambers. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
Damn.
nothing is everything's subjective.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
and it
For
always
sure.
has been. But like before, it was like for the most part, there was like news and media and radio that most people.
No,
were
we
like,
actually we had a whole conversation about that. Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'll leave.
No,
yeah,
no, I'm saying like
Not
we had a
all
conversation
we-
about this where it's like culture is so fragmented now.
Yeah.
It's like you were telling me this like last month about how like the radio right
So
back.
you tried to switch it up on me.
Because like radio, we're like, you know, when we're kids, right? Everyone's hearing the same cameo shit. You know,
Yeah.
that's not the case anymore.
No.
Like, even within hip hop,
Right.
it's like there's this crowd for hip hop, there's
Yeah.
this crowd for hip hop, there's this crowd for hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like what you said with like Spotify, one of the things that frustrates me with Spotify is that personalization where it's like, oh, you listen to this, that means
Yeah,
this is
more.
what you want. This is what you want. And I'm like, I want shit to break out of that too. You know, give me
Right.
that. Fuck, give me the new Justin Bieber, dude. Like, I just want to know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, give me some. You know, give me a pulse.
You don't think Spotify does that?
They do, but I'll look at playlists like curated for me, and it's a lot of the shit.
Like
that
your
I've
daily
already liked.
mixes?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I liked all that. I don't want to hear it again. I look to find
Right.
new shit, you know.
Yeah.
And I could go on the Discover Weekly, but everything sounds like the shit I already.
Yeah,
listen
no,
to.
I
I'm
definitely-
like,
yeah.
give me out of pocket shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Ah, I
you might
see.
like this, you know.
Okay.
This person was.
I feel like you got to go to Apple Music for that because Apple Music be so off with the shit they be playing for me.
Yeah.
I be like, boy, this is not what I want. Like, where the hell you get this song from? Like, who is this? Like,
Yeah, fucking funny.
I think you got to go to Apple Music. So,
Yeah. I mean, I've had times where I want like the shit that I always listen to, and Spotify will pick the exact song I was thinking of. You know, they do that every now and then, but just as for discovering this personalization stuff is harmful in a way. I think, you know, it kind of puts the blinders on a little bit to keep you in that circle that you're in.
Right.
You know, but shout out Spotify because y'all are dominating the shit. So
is it shout out Spotify though?
yeah, I don't know. It's, you
They
know,
damn
I use
near
Apple
like
Music.
huh?
raping artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is it
No
still
lube.
true that
No lube.
I remember there was like like Spotify pays them like 10 cents more a stream or
It's
something. You know,
crazy.
something marginal, but it's
Than-
still
than
technically
who?
better.
I think
than Apple
Tidal
Music.
plays.
It'll change.
It's Tidal
Tidal
is that
Tidal
pays.
plays
Tidal's
the
the top
best.
one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But nobody
technically,
has Tidal.
Yeah, right.
Technically, Xbox Live music channel pays the most.
Stop
Really?
it. They
You
really
get a
got
stream-
it.
You get a stream breakdown, and Xbox Live pays the most.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah, by like a lot.
I don't even know nothing about
and then
that.
it's Tidal.
Stoney's got an idea.
And I'm like, shit, let me go figure out. Let me get on YouTube.
YouTube.
Let me see what they talking about over there.
To blow up the Microsoft servers.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Stoney, you've been dropping hella singles.
I have.
Are you working towards an album?
Yeah, the album's done. This album, me and Drew's album has been done for years. This is like, I love this project. It's the first project that I completed for real as an artist. Like, I have a bunch of half-done projects out there in the world. But me and Drew's project, we really locked in. I was going through some shit at the time, and we just created a bunch of songs together.
Does the project kind of like attach to that point in your life?
Yeah,
to it.
definitely,
Cool.
definitely. But
Fuck that bitch era.
it's the fuck, man.
It's a fuck everyone era.
That's a real thing. Like, the intro to the song, I'm like, my homegirl called me the other day. She told me this bitch called her talking shit. Well, that was some real shit. Like, my homegirl literally called me the day before I went to the studio. She was like, girl, such and such said, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yo, why is this bitch talking about me? Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bitch. Like, and it was over a nigga. Some whack ass shit, because her nigga was a whack ass nigga. You
Fuck
know what I'm
whack-ass
saying? So,
niggas,
and I
man.
say, like, lame bitch talking shit because their nigga is a sucker. I say that in the song. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's some real shit. Like, I was mad as fuck when I made that song. And I went to the studio and Drew, like, how you feel? Drew always starts the session off. He like, how you feeling today?
Right.
I'm like, I'm mad as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he like, all right, well, you know?
I make beats.
Yeah.
And it just, that song is like, I can't sit around and giggle with no bitches looking bummy. Where I'm from, you got a problem, then you saying something to me. But I ain't heard a word. All you bitches think you fly, but you fucking birds. Like, because it's like, you talking, but I ain't heard nothing. Nobody's come to me personally with
Right.
these problems and these statements,
Right.
these bold statements.
Talking to everybody else.
Talking to everybody else. I said that shit at the end of the song too. The outro, you talking to everybody else. Get your money up, you lame bitch. Like, what you talking about? Like,
Brother said, get your
like,
money
get your
up.
fucking money up. Like, you can't be getting money when you thinking about me and talking about me.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, please. So, like, yeah, that in that point in my life too, I was really on some, I don't give a fuck shit. Like, bitch, all y'all niggas get these hands. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of you motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was
Right.
on that.
Yeah.
I was a completely different person than when me and Drew put this together. But it also, like, shit, 2019 damn near. Like, yeah, that shit is,
Wow, that is
yeah.
helpful.
We finished it right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Just you finish shit or you like get hella close to something, but then you gotta step back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the pandemic happened. I was like, this don't feel right to
Yeah.
drop music. It was just
Right.
in the beginning, it was like, we didn't know what the fuck was going on.
at
Is
all.
the world ending? Are we
Right.
dying? Like,
Right.
is this the end?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Like, niggas is not checking for my project right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just was like,
You know
this
what's
is
crazy though? I feel like artists. I saw a lot of artists like level up during that time.
facts.
Everyone had more time to like be with themselves.
Yeah.
And then be with their art.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it was dope. Like, I mean, not dope. Oh my god. Like, but like, you know, I
I'm
had,
blessed to be good. I
yeah,
was in my room making more beats than I ever made.
yeah, definitely. I definitely was doing something. I think writing camps, but like, I don't know. But yeah, that project's been done for a while. So it's one of them things that I just kind of want to put into the world, like, because I'm tired of hoarding my music.
You got a
And
plan for it, or
Me
you trying to
too.
figure that out?
I've been rolling it out, and honestly, I'm gonna roll out this one more single. Who they talking about? That's the next single is dropping soon, and then I'm gonna put the album out, and I'll shoot some videos, maybe 2 or 3 videos. But I'm focused on moving forward,
Nice.
because it's. But I want to release it because people ask me for this all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it is special to me.
Yeah, I mean, you and Drew go together really well.
Yeah. It's hard
I
trying
think
to
I
lock
heard
him
a lot
down.
of when we were LA and you performed, I heard a lot of songs I think were on the project, and that shit was fucking ill.
Thank you. I love Drew. First of all, shout out to Drew Banger. He also DJ'd for me at my headlining show, and that was the first time we ever performed together. So that was dope to have him behind me. We only got to rehearse. We actually didn't rehearse.
That's the first time you guys rocked together?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And we had to do, I'm telling y'all, I didn't figure out my set list until sound check. Okay, I just was rehearsing all my songs. I said, well, fuck it, I'll be ready for all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
At least you got your producer DJing, so you got
Yes.
everything already, right?
yeah,
For the
he
most
got
part,
everything.
yeah.
He got everything, and we figured that shit out, and
Nice.
it's great because he's a great DJ. Drew's an amazing DJ. Like, he's good at a lot of shit that he does. Shout out Aries Gang, real niggas. I'm also an Aries. If you guys didn't catch that, so
We caught it.
just making sure.
We caught it.
But yeah, so that was the first time we rocked, and that was special to me too, because I love Drew so much, and this project is very special to me because it was my first complete project.
Nice.
Do you have a goal month of putting it out?
Definitely before the summer is over.
It's
So
coming, though.
Okay, cool.
yeah, it's coming for sure. It's
Wow.
done. It's
Fuck
it's
yes.
mixed. It's mastered.
Nice.
You know, I
Fuck
just
yes.
the last thing I have to do is shoot the cover. Honestly, that's it. I have to shoot the cover.
What's the
of
title of
album.
the project?
Ferrari Fawcett.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's my alter ego.
I love me some alliteration.
You know what I'm saying? Ferrari Fawcett. That's she's a shit talking bitch. She don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? She hard body. She don't play that shit. Like, and that's who is all over this project. Like, that's who I was in that time. Like, Stoni is a lot more healed now.
Sips wine.
You know, I'm a little more sophisticated now. So
Ferrari's still back there to cut when you need her.
she's here, okay, and some other folks are here too. So,
Right.
but yeah, Ferrari Fawcett. Very proud of that project. I also have a project with Taupe I'm working on. Taupe got that dope. And we've been locked in. We got some shit. So I'm really excited to finish that. We've taken a break because I'm rolling out this fucking project and he's doing 100,000 things. Because niggas is booked and busy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm excited about that. I got a bunch of songs. I got mixtapes with Text Me. I got a lot of shit, but me putting out this project is gonna be like the first domino to fall. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna knock everything else down because once I put this out, I can release way more shit.
Right.
I just want to make sure I get this motherfucker out.
Man, dropping is fucking fun.
It's crazy.
I love releasing music.
Man.
It's been like almost a year for me now since I like really released some shit.
Like album. You mean?
Yeah, like Growth Mindset was last August, and
Yeah,
like now I
that
got
is-
my
that's
hands
a
on the
year.
Rent Check album, the A1 project, and some other stuff. So I'm like,
How do you feel about releasing stuff back to back, or like?
I think I mean on the marketing scheme, in terms, especially with the DSPs being like the fucking monolith of music right now, it's like they want it. You know, like whether it be distributing centers like Symphonic or DistroKid, or the actual DSPs, like they want you to release 4 singles, and then drop an album, and then drop an EP, and then drop 3 singles, and then drop another EP, and then you know what I mean, and like. So I'm not with that. I like to be project based, and so the priority is the project itself.
Right.
So I like to make the best project as possible, and if that takes a year, that takes a year. You know what I mean?
Right.
What are some of the big check marks you have to get off when you do a rollout for a project?
Well, mix and master,
Yeah.
music videos, content creation. Content creation might be the biggest one, where it's like if you have 10 songs in a project, that's 10 different songs you can make like 3 to 5 different forms of content for. If you really want to go like that, you know, do a cappella, perform the song by the beach, perform the song in the house. You know what I mean? Do a breakdown. Like there's so many things you can do. Do a photo shoot, and then like marketing run, trying to find playlists, trying to find like platforms that are on like socials. You know, like go do interviews. Like, and that part's almost easier for me because it just includes just hitting people up. Can I do this? I'm doing this. Can I do this? I'm doing this. You know, they say yes, cool. You let me play.
Yeah. Sure.
How do you feel about like the constant release structure?
Well, this is my first time constantly releasing, so it feels rushed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting my project out through Text Me, so there is protocol. And like I said earlier, I'm an artist fully. You know what I'm saying? Like the business side is cool, and I know it. Like, but it's like I don't really care to respect it all the time. I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect it coming from my people, but like I don't respect the business aspect as a whole.
I'm
Like,
not fully bought into it sometimes.
huh?
Like I'm not. I can feel myself. I'm not. Like I hear it, but sometimes I feel myself being like I'm not buying it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
like
get why it makes sense.
yes,
For the structure. But
yes.
I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
and I try not to say it like that because I try to be respectful, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel like, and this is my ego too, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be like, well, I kind of know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of know, I feel like I know how my shit would do better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I do it my way, because I know my people, I know my fan base, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like,
Yeah.
but like when I'm forced to do shit, or I feel like you putting deadlines on shit, like, and it's like I can't, if I got hella shit going on, and then you want to add this on top of it, and I gotta get it done by this day, it's like, that shit probably ain't gonna be great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it'll probably be good, and people probably like it, but like, will I be satisfied with it? Probably not. Like,
Because you felt rushed to do it.
because I felt rushed to do it, or it didn't feel organic, or you know what I'm saying, I got 12,000 other things I'm doing. and maybe I want to do something else. You know what I'm saying? Like for this, but like deadlines, I don't like deadlines. One thing, I don't just say that. I don't like deadlines. So
What I hate doing is making deadlines before shit is done. Like if people start talking about like, because I've experienced it with myself or like other artists I work with, like, oh, let's plan out dates. I'm just like, well, the album's still getting mixed.
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
So we can't, like let's wait till it's mixed and mastered, and then we'll take the next step, and then we'll take the next step. But I think that what you're talking about for me, I can relate just because it's like, it's so easy to get burnt out and exhausted.
Right.
And I think that's the tricky balance that we, as artists that we live in, is like, we have to hustle our asses off, but if we do too much, we're gonna burn out and stop doing stuff.
and then people are like, stop
And we gotta
overworking
get paid.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and that's the point. I'm like, I'm gonna sacrifice
Right.
myself a little bit.
Exactly.
Like, that means I'm like really tired for a week straight, or if
Yeah.
I catch a couple more colds than usual because my fucking immune system is low because I'm doing too much.
Right.
Then that's what I'm gonna do. 'Cause
Say
I
that.
need to be doing this.
Facts.
Yeah.
But then the flip side is like, you gotta also sometimes
You gotta chill out.
and that might mean
yeah.
like, don't drop a single this month because you're doing this show, this project, and that thing. So maybe
Yeah.
that means you're gonna slow down your whatever
Right.
a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
it's a hard balance.
Mm-hmm.
While preparing for my headlights on a new parish, I was going so hard the last 2 weeks before the show. Also working my shifts at Amazon Flex, and when I go to work at 3:45 a.m.
That's crazy.
at the earliest and 5 at the latest. So it's like doing that, and then I have a full day between that, and then
Yeah.
sometimes I'll pick up a 5:45 shift to 9:45. 5:45 to 9:45 at night, and then pick up another 3:45 to fucking 7:45 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? There's no downtime. So I'm running around. My sleep schedule's fucked up. My eating schedule's fucked up.
Right.
But I'm getting shit done. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm making this shit
Kinda beast
happen.
mode, You're like,
Yeah.
I'm doing what some folks can't do.
I went to get my hair done. Shout out to my braider, Eames, Braid by Eames, best braider in the game. Philly John. I went to get my hair done for the show,
Right.
and I also had the Dolby event with Sunday
Yeah.
the same day, and
Oh yeah, I saw you.
yeah, and I worked the shift that morning, 3:45.
Yeah.
You know, and I went straight to the hair appointment. Didn't eat no breakfast, no nothing. I'm drinking water. I'm like, the water got me. Like, you know what I'm saying? The water gonna hold me down. Like,
That's really,
I'm like,
that's when you-
I'm like,
that's
niggas
when
fast all the time.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing.
The
You know what
water
I'm
got
saying?
me.
The water got me.
water got me. Push through, brother. The water got me.
And oh man, I sometimes pass out.
Yeah.
It's a thing I've been doing since I was a kid. And I
Oh,
think it has
shit.
to do with my low iron sometimes. I'm anemic, but I also just have low iron. So I'm getting my hair braided. We're smoking blunts. You know what I'm saying? Like
breakfast,
I'm
just
watching
water.
the craziest documentary talking about fucking it's called like Take Care of Maya or some shit. Y'all should watch that shit on Netflix. That shit is crazy. That's a whole
I
other
already know
topic.
Maya was not taken care of.
Brother, not at all. And it was so not at all. It was so overwhelming. And then so I don't know if everybody's got a name hair braided here, but like
I hate brother.
the tension when you get your hair French braided, that shit tight. Okay, it's tight. So I'm high. I'm off 2 hours of sleep, damn near maybe no sleep this night. No food in my system. I just got water. I'm watching this crazy ass fucking documentary. It's making me feel things, and I'm just like, this shit is making me very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, why
And
just
they're
fucking
squeezing your head, by
squeezing my head.
pulling your hairs apart and
Oh
twisting them
man,
up. And
small space. You know, we're smoking. The weed is everywhere. I just fucking passed out in the chair. Yeah, I passed out, and my friend had never
Seen that happen.
seen me pass out before. And she tried to wake me up. She was like, "Bitch, I couldn't wake you up." Like, it's like
oh
I
my
woke
God.
up to her like over me, like, "Bitch, like, like get up, like." It scared her, and it was scary. You know what I'm saying? To
Right.
me, okay, well, I'm not gonna lie. It takes a lot to scare me.
Right.
I grew up in a crazy environment, so it's like I be very calm in the craziest situations.
Right.
So that I'm telling her, I'm like, bruh, I'm good. She like, nigga, you like just almost died in my chair. That's how she
Right.
taking it. She like, hell nah, bitch. She like, I'm not even finna finish your hair. Like, she like, have you slept? Have you eaten? Have you? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, same thing you said though. I'm like, I'll sleep when the show done.
Yeah.
I got 2 days.
get through
You know what I'm
this
saying?
shit.
Like, I got 2 more days.
Right.
Let me get through these days.
yeah.
Like, so I could.
Water got me, nigga.
Yeah, she's like, no, you need to take a nap right now. She's like, I'm making you nap. I'm not finished your hair. I'm like, she made me like take like an hour break. I was late to the Dolby event.
That's why too.
Yeah, she wouldn't start my hair back. I was still woozy. I tried to get it. I'm like, bitch, I'm fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in the chair, like, slumped and shit.
Right.
Like, every time she like, can you sit up? I'm like, nah, I can't sit up. Like,
Brother, that's a nah
she ordered
for
me some food, and, like, it was very sweet. I love, shout out to Ime.
That's a fucking
Raised by
accommodating
Eames.
hairstylist. right there.
She's also my friend, so it's
Yeah.
like, she's one of my close friends.
Right. She's looking out for you.
She definitely was looking out. She was very concerned, and I felt bad because I was trying to brush it off, and she's like, "No, bitch, I was actually really
Right,
scared.
right.
Like, you know, I didn't know what was happening. Then we was watching that crazy documentary where the girl went into a coma, and we didn't know if she was gonna come out of the coma and shit.
Right.
So I scared the fuck out of her. So I'm like, the more she was describing it, I'm like, damn, I'm sorry. Like, I'm like, damn, my bad, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I ain't mean to frighten you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this has happened to me since I was a kid, so I don't think a lot of
Right.
it. Like, I'm just like, well, yeah, I pass out sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
I try to do that shit by myself, so shit like that don't happen. So I
Right.
don't freak my friends out. But then they be like, well, bitch, that's crazy. And I be like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't want to freak y'all out. I know I'm fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes when I don't get all my vitamins and, like, you know.
Sometimes I pass out.
I pass out sometimes. But only if I'm going hella hard.
Have you ever like woken up in a drastically different time than, you know, like, do you ever get fucked up by that? Like, oh, I missed this, or I missed that entirely, or fuck, I
One time wait, from passing out or just in general?
Well, obviously, if you got a story, I'm here.
If
for
you
it.
got a story, share the story.
I do have a story, and damn, okay, so this is when I lived in LA, Inglewood to be exact, and I used to date this boy who's so lean. He's from Louisiana. Shout out to him. I don't know where he is anymore, but shout out to him. He put me on game. I call him Potatoes. We just gonna keep it like that. And the first time I had
Potatoes.
that's another story. We went to Denny's, a short story. We went to IHOP. They got his potatoes wrong. He ended up cussing out everybody in the restaurant. Short story. I said, oh, nigga, your name is Potatoes from now on. Like, you got to be Potatoes, because don't get his potatoes wrong. He ain't playing that shit with nobody. Anyway, so he used to sell lean. This is the first time I ever tried lean.
Yeah.
I only tried lean twice. I don't recommend it. 0 out of 10 experience. Let me say 2 out of 10 experience, okay? Because it wasn't all bad.
You
So
ever tried it in the South?
he was from the South. He was getting it from the South.
No, but I'm saying you gotta be in the South.
I wasn't in the South, and I don't want to be because it's too hot
That's
out
why.
there. No.
That's why I you know
No.
what I'm saying? Yeah, country gumbo. I
No,
was-
thank
You
you.
need
I was
everybody else
doing-
talking as slow as your mind is.
I don't want
doing
that.
like country
No,
gumbo.
I don't want that at all. That does not sound fun to me.
Like some okra.
No, absolutely not.
Some grit.
I'll take all the food from the South for sure, but lean in the South, no. I slept for 24 hours. Literally slept for 20. I went to sleep at night and woke up the next night.
Damn.
I had missed. It was the best sleep I ever had in my life. I felt dead. Like, you just like I don't even know how to fuck. Like,
That's crazy.
it was the best sleep I ever had in my life. I'm not even lying to you. Like, I might have died for a little bit and came back.
I
Like,
got drunk from too much sleep.
That's not a 2 out of 10. That's a 10.
it's a well. I don't ever want to sleep like that again. Like, it was
No,
good,
it's scary. It's
but it's
scary.
scary. It's like, damn, what? Because I woke up thinking it's the same night.
Yeah, you thought it was just an
I
hour
thought,
later or
yeah, I'm
something,
like,
yeah.
I look at my phone, I'm like, this ain't right. Like,
This ain't right.
this ain't right. This can't be right. Like, but that shit was funny as fuck. Because when I tell you we was high as fuck in that motherfucker, it was just me and my friends. We had just moved there. We ain't had no furniture. We was nigging it up in that motherfucker, okay? Like, when I say niggas was having a great time, inviting everybody to the house, we in that motherfucker. At one point, I was so high off the lean. I'm on the floor. I get on all fours. And I said, y'all remember that Lil Wayne line?
Oh, no.
And I said, look at me. And I lift one leg up. And I go, I'm leaning like a 3-legged lion. I
Oh shit! Oh my god! I pay all my money to see that.
Oh God.
Oh brother.
am. And when I remembered that, then I said, well, like, I can't go back to it.
that happened. Did they have to tell you about it?
I said, why would I ever do that? Like,
With the demonstration.
like a 3, I got it. It was at that moment when I got Lil Wayne. I said, I get it.
I get it.
He was on the ground somewhere. Like,
Right. No, yeah, he was
one leg
he was
up.
calling up to the mic. I'm leaning like a 3-legged lion.
Cause why would you say that? Shout out to Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
How do y'all think he the greatest rapper alive?
He's up there.
Not for me, but
Oh,
I think he's up
come on, Baghead. Let's be controversial.
Baghead hates the Carter 3.
Whoa, let's talk about it.
He thinks Lil Wayne is toy.
So it's not like he's ingrained in my childhood.
You don't like Lil Wayne?
He's not ingrained in my childhood either, but I thought he was
You're
bad.
asking if I think he's the best.
You thought
rapper.
he was bad.
He thought he was bad.
Well, not bad,
This
but in middle
different
school.
worlds. You
No,
see
in
now?
middle
Look at, look at, look at, look at. See, see.
No, in middle
They
school,
getting us
right?
back for Rosalia.
In middle school.
They getting us back for Rosalia.
Fuck, you got me. No, like when Lollipop came out, I was just like, oh, like what's this? It was just so poppin' that I was just kind of like over it. But then I heard Dedication 6 when that shit came out, and
Yeah.
I was like early college, and I was like, fuck, this motherfucker can rap.
Yeah.
Have you gone through his whole discography? Is my next question.
I've gone through his mixtapes, which I like
Can you
more.
get that out of my face, Baghead?
Niggas just.
I'm trying to have a conversation.
I told you he hates Lil Wayne. He's trying to distract from the conversation.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Stop talking about this fool.
No, Wayne.
Have
is
you
the
gone
goat.
through his discography?
I've gone through his mixtapes more and heard his
Yes.
newer albums, but his mixtapes are where he's just going in.
Insane.
Like, yeah, like he
It's
doesn't-
literally
he doesn't know
crazy.
what he's saying anymore. Like
Yeah.
he'll say himself, he has to look up his own lyrics,
Yeah.
but like he's just in the moment, just going off on it.
But he makes good ass songs.
He does.
To me,
Great
like,
songs.
What's
Honestly,
your favorite song of all time?
fucking
Comfortable?
Yeah.
Come on, and Babyface?
That's bro.
Come on now.
Kanye West sampling himself, producing Alicia Keys, hook written by Babyface.
You can't
Lil Wayne,
lose
you
with
can't
Babyface.
lose.
You
That's-
cannot.
Oh, like.
And
what?
first of all, Babyface, don't get on the song with everybody. Okay? And
Yeah.
especially
You don't get
don't
on the
make music
song.
with rappers.
Right, nigga. That's,
You have to be the GOAT. And
Nigga,
because
we're talking
Babyface,
about
Babyface,
nigga.
he the
Not-
GOAT.
not grown
The
man
GOAT.
head, nigga,
The GOAT.
Babyface.
Babyface is the GOAT.
Babyface
Another
really-
Aries
yeah,
gang.
yeah.
Yeah, Aries
Okay.
gang. You see how we moving.
All right.
Shout out Pharrell
Okay.
too. You know what I'm saying? Huh? And Diana Ross. Huh? And Selena. Huh? Yeah. And Aretha
Rosalia.
Franklin. Huh?
And Billie Holiday.
And
Damn.
is she an Aries?
She's got the same birthday as me.
You're an Aries?
And DJ Jima.
Man, shout out to
April
you.
7th.
April what?
7th.
That's my mom's birthday.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out.
Yeah, my grandma's April 6th.
Oh,
My
wow.
mom is
Damn.
April 7th.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm April 12th.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
My dad's also a Leo, so
Is April
factor
15th,
that
is
shit.
every season?
Huh?
April 15th?
Yes.
That's my grandma. My grandma's
Nice.
birthday is 4 or 5 days. Crazy.
Oh, snap.
Oh, we love that.
Real legendary.
Yeah.
Real legendary.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it. Shout out Lil Wayne.
Shout out to Lil Wayne.
You know what he said about
Teddy Pendergrass, also a fucking Aries.
Hey, you're a real nigga.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that's Marvin Gaye.
What?
Hella people
All
come in here
right.
and be like,
Pack it
Does
up.
not look like that's not even some shit he would wear.
I'm aware, but hella people would be like, is that Marvin Gaye?
Yeah, he might wear that.
But that's Teddy.
But that's
Pendergrass
definitely
as
Teddy
fuck.
No, but I'm
Pendergrass,
saying,
like-
like
the change.
some niggas have
the
been in
change.
here.
Yeah.
and
Them
been
ain't
like,
no
you know,
real niggas,
They're
brother.
not, brother. That's the test. I'd be like,
Yeah, you left
who's
the-
that up there on the wall?
Yeah.
They say Marvin. I say, all right,
That's
there's the
crazy.
door.
Right. Denied. Like,
G-Died.
like, what the fuck?
Nah, but the thing about Wayne, real quick, I told you this in the car, is that like, if you didn't listen to him at the jump, he seems basic because everything he says has been said again and again. People replicate it.
Right.
But when he said it, no one had said that shit. Like the way he twists bars, like the little shit he does, like no one had said that shit until him. Like
Wayne changed the mixtape game.
yeah.
Dude,
Wayne
yeah.
changed. Wayne has so many sons. His sons have sons, and
Right.
his sons have sons, and they think they're the creators.
Exactly.
Wayne's mixtapes will hold up against great albums.
Yeah.
For sure. Just because he goes so hard on
He
it.
goes so hard.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Dedication
Wayne is the
6
goat.
changed my
He's so great. He's literally so good.
And he came from a one. He's a child star. Like bro, that nigga's
Yeah.
not even that old. He's like
Yeah.
He's 37.
37.
37, 38.
It was Nicki Minaj is a year older than Lil Wayne.
Crazy.
And he like found
And
her.
Yeah.
Think about really think about that. Like he is 37.
Yeah.
And he has been rapping my entire life.
He's been rapping
No,
for like
definitely.
20 some years.
Well, he's
Yeah.
like 15 or 14
Yeah, he
or
was
some
like
shit.
14. Bro,
That's crazy.
You heard what he said about him doing lean and shit. There, like he got asked like,
lean
yeah,
like
so
a
like,
three-legged
how you
lion.
feel about people like talking, saying how you shouldn't do lean anymore? And he was like, I mean, like yeah, but like all my best songs I did on lean. I did lean. I got a Grammy. Like like shit. I'm gonna just keep going. Like every
Hey.
time I do lean, I end up doing numbers. So
Let me tell you something. The second time I did lean, the last time, I was at the studio. Nigga, we all went to sleep. What the fuck? I don't know. Lauren had to be on something other than lean.
Yeah, the high
Lean and something, okay? Because lean for me, nigga, it was 4 people in the studio. We all knocked
them
out.
lean niggas is just different, bro. Like
Yeah, we wasn't lean niggas.
we gotta be a lean.
We
type
wasn't
of
lean
nigga.
niggas.
But now you can kind of tell because Wayne was like rapping his ass off, but like now it's like the lean niggas I know in Frisco, like their music is slower. They be like.
That's what I'm saying. I think it was something else. I think it was a combination of things.
It was your second time too. Lil Wayne's probably been doing this shit. For
Yeah,
a long,
that's true.
long time.
To be active on
Real-
lean
real
is
simple.
crazy to me. Like,
Yeah, I've seen some fools pass the fuck out on that shit.
that shit is,
Just on the floor.
yeah.
It's like being like a narcoleptic cokehead. It's just like
I'm
complete
crying.
opposite,
Yeah.
Just like how does that even work? But hey, shout out. Full
Right?
got Grammys.
Right. Shout out to Wayne the Goat. So who's your favorite rapper, Baghead?
I don't got a favorite rapper.
Interesting.
I mean, honestly, it sounds cliche, but I love Kendrick.
Nice.
I love.
We all love
This
Kung
guy-
Fu Kenny,
this guy
okay?
knows
And then
hip-hop. This guy knows
it might
rap.
be
Shut
Mick
up.
Jenkins is probably like my next up.
For real?
Mick Jenkins and Earl. Like that's kind of like what I came up on in high school.
Okay. You a little boom bat?
For sure. Yeah. All my
Nice.
like
You don't like Joey?
that was He not anymore.
Mm.
I fuck with him, but like when I was like,
You don't
8
like his new album?
You don't like that song with him and
Just never
Chance,
knew.
Highs and the Lows?
what's it?
What, the one with- you like the one with Larry June?
I like that one.
Yeah.
Y'all don't like, wait a
I
minute,
like how
wait,
me and
wait,
Stoni
wait.
are just.
Wait, y'all don't
I
like the
like-
one with Chance and Joey Badass, Highs and the Lows?
I think I fell off him so tough that I didn't like watch that shit.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm not
Because
even
I
gonna lie.
liked him for what 99 and Summer Nights, and then as he went more towards like American Badass, it got like hella like flat.
Before the money
Very,
was
like
the last
mainstream.
Well,
like-
American Badass to me is like, respectfully, like it was dope, but it was like that. Like a lot of what he was talking about was big concept shit. Where I feel
Yeah,
like
it wasn't like when 99 and Summer Nights, like he was coming from a place of like losing the steez, like
Yeah.
talking about being a kid trying to figure shit out. Like that's the first time I ever heard about like the third eye, being
Yeah.
like a indigo child and that kind of stuff, And I feel like as he got older, he just kind of lost some of the substance.
He's got it back. The song with Chance is.
It's so good.
It's still
First
there,
of
like, I
all,
still fuck with him. You know what I mean? But, like,
Chance did his shit. I haven't been a Chance fan for. I mean, let me take that back. I love Chance. I haven't been checking for his music for a minute.
Bruh, he dropped maybe the
But
worst album of all
I-
time to me.
Which one?
that's a
That's
religious album.
crazy.
Right?
The best day ever or whatever.
I didn't listen to it, but I'm sure it's not the worst.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Stop. I'm gonna stop you right there.
I mean, I'd still.
He
say,
came back. The point
I'll
is
say-
he redeemed himself.
Yeah.
Him and Joey.
No.
On the highs and the lows. The song is good, y'all.
Yeah.
Listen to
It's
it.
hella good.
It's so good. Like
2000. Anyway, sorry.
what?
2000.
Yeah, I liked it.
You
I
like
feel
what?
like it was 2000. He kind of like, to me, he's like more reminiscent of like Larry June of the East Coast. Like he's just living a lavish life, doing wearing designers, drinking champagne.
He an Instagram baddie.
Yeah, and I fuck with it, but I feel like I love Joe. Like he was hella angsty.
He always
like,
got the
talking about
unlit
shit.
cigar.
You just like angsty shit, bud.
That's why I like Mick Jenkins. Who was pissed off?
'Cause you're
Moody
angsty.
moody as fuck.
Look,
Mick
we were looking
Jenkins.
over a beautiful view of the city, like our city we're born in, that we love, that we represent. He goes, judge me. He goes, I fucking hate this city.
Who?
Him.
I said,
Batman?
I said, this is a bitch ass city.
Okay, whatever.
Well,
It's a bitch ass city.
two things could be true.
Yeah, but he
But
would.
I was trying to tell him like it's a bitch ass city because I love it so much.
Well, start with the love and you know what I'm saying. It's
Well,
a
this
it's
is-
a
this
it's
is
a
the yin and
BS
yang. I'm a moody
sandwich.
person.
You know what I mean? You start with the love and you go with the hate.
You telling him how to talk?
Huh?
Are you telling him how to talk?
I'm telling him how to uplift his spirits a little bit more.
His nickname for me is Eeyore.
I think every city has bitch assness to it, though. You know?
Oh.
Yeah, that's
For
the
sure.
context.
Yeah.
Of this bitch ass country.
Absolutely.
Well, no, every city in the world.
Every
Any
city-
city in the world, you could
Cheers
find
to
some
bitch
bitch
ass
assness.
cities.
I don't
to
have
it.
no more wine.
See exactly.
Yeah, we can't cheers with the empty glass. You know, that's bad luck. That's
I
a
got
bad
one.
look.
Yeah, that is
Cheers
bad
to
luck.
myself.
Here.
You don't got another white? Should we
I was
get
gonna
this?
say let's do some songs.
Yeah.
Can I piss myself?
Yeah, we can take a little.
So we
Okay.
just had a delicious meal of tofu.
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas.
Tofu-ladas.
Tofu enchiladas.
Tofuladas.
Avocado, rice,
Right?
greens, lime. Delicious. We are
Tofu-lada.
fed and nurtured.
Thank you, Tia.
Shout out
Thank
to
you,
Tia.
Tia.
and
Thank
Laura.
you,
It was
Tia.
an absolute pleasure being in the kitchen with her.
But we got some music now. So what are we about to hear here?
Where are the shots?
Yeah, we can wait for that if we want.
That's not what he asked.
I mean, look, we could crack open a bottle of red.
Red?
It's matching your hair. It's the Aries color.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Baghead.
Yeah, I got you. Trust me. You're gonna be okay. Fine.
Red is actually my favorite color.
There you go.
What's everybody's favorite color?
I love grenadine.
Green.
I don't know what
I like green.
I like dark. I like earthy colors.
That's nice. Okay. What's your sign?
Virgo.
A what?
Virgo.
Oh, an earth sign. Typical.
Oh yeah, there you go. Damn.
Yeah, y'all tend to lean towards the more comfortable fashion, the more,
Yeah, for sure. I don't really like to wear shit that's hella flashy.
yeah.
You know.
Y'all are low key motherfuckers, cause y'all be out there manipulating.
Hey.
Turks and
I'm one of the good ones.
I love Virgos. Pat is a Virgo from Text Me. I think you guys work well in music. Yeah,
Very
you guys pay
organized.
attention to detail.
Yeah.
You are right a lot of the time, and we know
We're
it.
right all the
You know it. No, because when y'all are wrong, y'all don't even know what to do. When they are wrong, first of all, they be mean.
Not
When they wrong, they be mean.
Am I
Yeah.
me when I'm wrong?
Yeah.
Yes.
What am I?
I just know it. I just know it to be true. It won't even be mean.
Lunchables. Here we go.
And then y'all come back with a compliment to try to make up for it. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, you need to acknowledge you're wrong. But y'all can't do that. So y'all just give out compliments all day. And it's okay. I fuck with y'all.
with our shit. I'll come back and be like, look, I reacted. Kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, definitely.
A mature Virgo,
I'm a good
everybody.
Virgo. Yeah.
You heard it here first. Satchel be getting mad.
Satchel be getting mad while everybody else in their bag.
Ooh. Save that soundbite for a song for sure.
We ready?
No,
You
but
wanna-
we could do it.
You want to intro the song?
Yeah. This is Lunchables by myself and Stoni. Also, Oflo, Kelly J, and Rafi. And it's going crazy right now.
Legendary.
Legendary song, legendary figures. The third single off Communal Healing. Listen, or you're fucking racist.
I fucking
Nigga.
love
Racist.
Yeah.
So if I love this song, I'm in the clear, right?
I don't know. Are you?
All right, let's find out.
You gotta find out. Fuck around and find out.
You buying Lunchables?
Alright, Lunchables. I've been solid baby since day one, so I can't just play around with who I love. Unless I trust, and if it's up, it's stuck. We ain't going different directions like double dutch. True.
Had to move, different, had to stack my cash out. Still running plays and making moves through the back door. Fight for my people, never hesitate to stand for. Take it to the bank like a shot off the backboard. Back for what's mine is yours. They say good men extinct like dinosaurs, but I was raised right, so I got my game tight. I just wanna let my people to have a great night. So let's have a great night. It's a cautious celebration. Pull up to the house, cause I got the party waiting. Give us time, we can make it. It's a vibe we creating. If you would take your chance, I would say that I'm taking. We gone.
When I pull up, boy, don't act like you don't know what it is. Not yet. Oh, fuck.
Don't act like you don't know what it is.
Can we start it over?
If the vocals were in there, she would have rocked it.
Where was the chorus?
I wasn't.
Were you finna sing it?
No.
I wasn't finna sing it.
My bad.
Nah.
Hey, run it
This is
back.
the instrumental version with verses, okay?
It was very confusing to me. We've never rehearsed this version.
Yeah.
Do you want it from the jump or from the?
I don't know. Y'all are the editors.
Sorry.
Run that shit back!
Run it back. Give us more oomph.
This is asphalt.
You need to start it off better, man.
Talking about manipulation.
I've been solid, baby, since day one, so I can't just throw around who I love.
What?
And that's I trust. If it's up, it's stuck. And we ain't going different directions like double dutch. I had to move different, had to stack the cash. I was still running plays and making moves through a back door. Fight for my people, never hesitate to stand for. Take it to the bank like a shot off the backboard. Back door, what's mine is yours. They say good men extinct like dinosaurs. But I was raised right, so I got my game tight. I just wanna let my people to have a great night, so let's live a great life. It's a cause of celebration. Pull up to the house, cause we got the party waiting. It's a sound we create, it's a vibe we create. If you would take my chance, I would say that I'm taking. We gone. There's no chorus, nigga, but it's 4 bars, nigga. That was 2 bars, nigga. Count bars, nigga. Stoni.
When I pull up, boy, don't act like you don't know what it is. You had bitches, I had niggas, please don't front on the kid. Friends knew I was a winner, they be in my DMs. Don't be jealous, just do better. You was first on my list, was the first one I hit. I was in love with that shit, and the one that I missed, cause you was talking that shit. I ain't into that drama, trying to knock me off balance. The shit affected my karma, I must be hey, if you think that I'ma stay around, play around with my mind, I don't know how I'm feeling now. No, I gotta go, gotta rebuild the shit you tearing down. Here and now, play some Luther just to drown you out, but that was months ago. Oh, you got a new bitch, I heard that months ago. Oh, you got a new kid, you buying Lunchables. Heard that love was counterfeit, you want it comfortable. Cause now you back in my whip, huh? Nigga. Huh. Huh. Say you be on my mind, baby. Huh. Sing it, F. Ooh, what did you do to me? Sing it.
I'm not gonna sing it.
Sing it.
Nope.
Come on. What did you do to Ray?
Brother.
Yeah. What we doing? Where we
Shout him Midori for that.
Oh,
off.
fuck. That was great. Okay.
That's
I don't
nasty.
know why you're drinking that.
What
but-
they talking about? What are we talking? That's like my favorite thing to say now too. This is who they talking
What are they
about.
talking
It's
about?
who they talking
It
about.
reminded me of my favorite saying, so that's good.
See, I just changed it. On
So, when I say who they talking about, y'all gotta say me. I need panel participation.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the next show. You know, that's the next audience participation.
Yeah,
What?
you're the live, so.
When I say, y'all
Did you
say.
just do the dishes? Thank you, Tia.
Such a mom.
Shout out to Tia.
Star player right
Earth
here.
Mama
All star.
All-star.
coming soon.
She was just watching tennis
Earth
with my
mama.
mother, so
Don't test her hospitality.
She hates when I talk about her.
yeah.
But
Literally,
I don't care
it
because
was
I'm going to do it
literally in the
anyway. I don't care. And I'm going to do it anyway because I love you, girl. Huh? I just made 2 bands, bitches sweet. I put a nigga on his knees and he eating. He a vegan now, huh? He said he like a certified freak. He want to do it in my Jeep with the windows down. Back blown out while we blowing pounds. Turn around, sit my booty up and put my titties down. Hands around my neck. screaming loud. Man, that's high school shit. You better fuck me like you ain't never had no bitch, no cuffin'. Fuck me like I hate this bitch. Man, I can't stay away. I fucking love this bitch. She gon' take me to the graveyard if I try to play her. Praise her like a savior. Juice, I wanna save her. Now that's out your nigga mouth. No lies. He could tell you what a bitch is really bout. Blue hundreds when I count. Plenty more when I pout. I got the codes of his account. He wanna see me win. Niggas love to see me play ESPN. Hey. Hey. Tell me who want it with the kid. I'm the bitch getting rich. Who they talking about? I don't really like to pop shit, but I pop a nigga bitch when he talking about. Tell him loose lips sing shit, baby. Keep it on the low if you wanna fuck me. Tell him that it is what it is, baby. You lost him. Why you talking about me? Hold up, let me get my bag. I don't do a lot of talking. Let me get my cash. Hey, hold up, let me push that jag. Man, you know I come from nothing. Let me flex it that shit. Wait, let me get them straight. Man, who said I wasn't coming? No, the queen come late. Hey. Man, they got me fucked up. They can't treat me like them two when you know I'm the one, bitch. Hey, watch me pop my shit. Niggas always throw me money. I don't even have to strip. Wait, simp? No, baby, I don't simp. These niggas come a dime a dozen, baby. I just flip them. Get off my clit. I don't play with messy bitches. Me and them don't mix. No, hey, no, baby, you don't know a damn thing about me. You better watch your tone. Get low. My hood nigga air it out for fun. I think it's been a light year. I need to run it up. And all black when I'm creeping, caught I'm looking dumb. And I ain't mean to break your heart, I'm trying to break your bank. You stuck around for my birthday, I just want the cake. You told me that you really love me and I can't relate. Matter of fact, man, the price is going up, so don't be acting all dumb. Run your pockets, baby, pay it up. Tell me who won it with the kid. I'm a bitch getting rich, who they talk about? Me. And I don't really like to pop shit, but I pop a nigga bitch when they talk about me. Tell him loose lips sing shit, baby. Keep it on the low if you wanna fuck me. Huh? Tell him that it is what it is, baby. You lost him. Why you talking about me? Ew, I said you lost him. Why you talking about me? I said you lost him. Why you talking about me, bitch? What? Get a bag. Why you talking about me, bitch?
Get a bag.
Not me clapping for myself.
Because we talking about
I'm like,
shit.
I was tight.
Wow.
Great.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Thank
ready
you,
to fucking
guys.
turn up now.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
go.
fucking lit.
When's the next show you're doing that at?
I am performing Friday, July 14th at the Stork Club.
Oh, bet.
I will be with Ricky Lake, my label mate, and I'll also be with Siri, who usually is DJing, but she's actually performing. She's rapping and singing, so I think niggas should really pull up to see that. She don't do that a lot. I brought her out for my show. She did it for me.
The first time I ever seen her was rapping, but it was like 5 or 6 years ago.
And she's dope as fuck.
Yeah, she's fire.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a show. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be Stork Club,
Stork Club.
July 14th.
I'm in there like swimwear.
I feel like Stork Club is like the East Bay Knockout.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never been there
To Knockout?
to Stork
Oh,
Club.
the Stork Club. I've been there one time. It's kind of like a dive bar off the stage.
Hell yeah.
The name threw me off. I was like, is niggas welcomed here? I don't know. Like, it's the Stork
I ask
Club. I don't know. Like,
Every day I think about, is niggas welcome to?
right? Same. Yeah.
Because
huh.
they're often not.
Oh man, somebody said that about Minneapolis going with, to
you
King
going
Key.
He was
To
having it up on the last
Minneapolis.
show. Yeah, it sounds lit.
And somebody was like, "Is it black people out there?" I'm like, "Shit,
It's
yeah."
hella Africans.
I think you told me that, huh? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, when we talked to her last episode, she was saying that Minneapolis was a great. I don't know. She had a lot of fun there. Like, she had a lot
Oh
of fun.
really?
So that's what she was
Okay,
saying, yeah.
that's
Well,
tight.
she was saying how most folks have no idea what's there, but when you get there, it's
Yeah.
like it's a real city, it's a real community, it's diversity.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Not
hella places that like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? The way I feel about Frisco in terms of like, man, no one's fucking with us. Everybody counts us out. Like, that's really how those places actually are. Like a lot of them have some culture. A lot of them have some dope shit.
Right.
But nobody is fucking with them. Nobody's speaking for them. Like,
No,
you know what I
nigga,
mean?
it's like Portland. Can I just say, Portland? And you know, Tope,
Yeah.
one of my producers, is from Portland.
Yeah.
We did our show in Portland, and I talked to people in Portland about music. you don't have nobody from Portland.
Right.
Nobody's come from Portland.
Exactly.
So a lot of their personality is us, the Bay Area, because we're the closest music scene to them.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. They play all our songs. When we told them motherfuckers we was from Oakland,
No, that's how.
and we went to the bar, them motherfuckers Bay songs just left and right. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers knew the words. Cause they don't have nothing.
Yeah.
There's no culture there musically.
But that's the thing is like,
Fuck.
I mean, they don't rap Portland.
Right.
They don't, cause they don't have nothing to rap. I was playing
Isn't,
Toke shit, like old Oakland shit. And he's like, we don't have nothing like this. Like I couldn't play you old Portland.
Where's Amina
artists.
from?
Portland.
He's from Portland,
Yeah.
right? Amina.
But that's what I'm saying is like,
That's all. That's
that's
it.
rare.
but
But he's doing good.
I've never seen Amina be like,
Yeah.
Portland is motherfucking thing. You know?
Cause he,
Straight out the PDX.
and like obviously you gonna sound lame.
don't, yeah.
But
he should do it.
if you do like
He's got a
that's
couple
honestly,
bars where he
that's how
says it.
I sound a lot of times when I'm in spaces when I bang Frisco. But I'm like, I'm gonna do it because and obviously we have some shit, but it's like a lot of people don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I'm like, look, they're like, you're hella cool, so it's probably cool. Like Amina is dope. And I'm sure there's other dope artists in Portland. And if he
There
really was like,
yeah.
look, Portland, nigga, this is the scene. My new album has some Portland artists on it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's how you do it because you don't have a scene until it exists. Like San Francisco didn't have a scene for hella long.
Yeah.
It was nothing like
That
the
also-
Bay Area had a scene, but there was a period where San Francisco had
don't know
nothing
about
really coming from it.
I think there's also
I don't
re-
know about that. I don't know
About
if
what?
I agree with that. I think
don't?
San Francisco has always had a scene.
You do
I do.
for real?
Yeah. What we talking about?
Wait, you're saying Frisco didn't have a scene?
What we talking
Not-
about musically? They've always had a scene.
Not like on a beyond Bay Area scale.
You're crazy. Come on now. What you talking
A
about?
lot of culture comes out of here.
Come on. What you talking about? They'll kick you out
But
your
I will
own
say-
house.
I'm saying like if you go to New York and you're like name a San Francisco rapper.
Facts. I get
Right,
what you
I'm
mean.
saying that part kind of comes from like the relationship of industry.
But
I
you
think
can-
that's.
Atlanta,
I
yeah,
think
but I'm
New
saying
York,
you can name
LA.
that's the Bay in general.
no,
damn
but
near,
New York
like,
niggas can name 3 Oakland rappers.
Right.
They can
Right,
do
right,
it.
right.
They might struggle,
No.
but they'll. I
Them
mean, maybe
niggas
not.
be hating us.
They probably say E40
But they
or
know
some shit
they might
too,
say
but they
E40.
don't-
And
but they
E40
know
not
to-
Oakland.
Like,
Yeah,
but they
but
play
they-
like in New York clubs. They play blow the whistle. You know what I'm saying?
But are they
do
playing the new artists?
No, I'm not saying they don't hate on the band in general, but I'm saying like San Francisco specifically.
Yeah.
Like there was a time where like
That's true.
There's no
I
like
feel you.
the Vallejo has E40 and Mac Dre who major rappers talk about them all the time.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Too Short is objectively
And we got
iconic.
MC Hammer,
and
so-
MC Hammer. And there's like other like you know what I'm saying, Guap Dad, Rex Life Raj. There's people who like
All black.
Yeah.
Offset Jim.
even like it sucks, but like G-Eazy, like San Francisco.
it
really,
sucks, but like
But really, like San
G-Eazy.
Francisco had no one that like people. That's why no one knows that people live there. You know what I mean? Because we don't have anybody who comes from here.
Gerald is at home like, how I get in this?
Look,
Young Gerald.
young Gerald,
Stop playing with
It sucks
him.
that
Real
he-
Berkeley right there. Real Berkeley.
real Piedmont gang in this thing.
Nah, I think he really from Berkeley for real. No, he really, he been around. He grew up with Berkeley niggas.
Yeah, no, for sure. I know
Now-
how niggas that went to Berkeley Highway.
Now, should he be the representation?
Right.
Absolutely not.
And that's a whole other.
That's a
some
whole
other
nother topic. But motherfuckers think about him
Right.
when you say the Bay Area.
Shit. Yeah.
For sure.
Of course, Frisco's always had a scene. Like I love Frisco, but I'm saying like on a national
Grand
scale.
scale, yeah.
Like when you know.
That's
so
why
you-
Larry June is so fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
he and
He's
and
that-
he's
he is
opened
that right
up
now.
doors to other people seeing like other artists kind of rise. Like the way that like when you talk about Atlanta, people are like, yeah, I fuck with Thug. You could give some artists from Chicago, Atlanta, New Orleans, fucking L.A., New York, Toronto, London. Like you could name a few artists, and then if you're a fan, you could name a bunch of artists. This is the first time in recent years I've seen that for Frisco and the Bay Area in general. But I feel like Oakland was leading the charge.
Always.
Oakland and Vallejo were leading the charge.
Always. Oakland always
Look,
leads the
I
charge.
I love the town. But there was a time
As you should.
when Frisco was leading the charge, and then we fumbled the bag because,
No,
oh,
I must disagree. Oakland has always led the
right,
charge.
Oakland's the best place in the world.
That is very true.
I know.
I know you know. It's nothing else to know. Oakland has always consistently been ahead of the curve. Whether people want to acknowledge it or
I
not,
agree.
that's their own thing.
I am in full agreement with you. Oakland is the mecca.
Say that.
Of not just the Bay Area, but culturally, it is a hub.
Yeah.
I think they go hand in hand in different reasons.
But
I love Frisco.
there was a time when
I be
Frisco
coming off like a
had
Frisco hater.
pioneers that were changing the game, and then they fucked their own shit up.
Like who?
Huh?
Who?
Like I'm talking about like before we were adults. Like I'm talking about in the early '90s, like when JT the Bigger Figure was like when he signed the game. You know what I mean?
Richie Rich. Where are you from? Is he from? Where Richie Rich
I
from?
want to say he's from.
Oakland, right?
Well, that's
I
us
feel like
again.
I feel like he's from somewhere lower.
I thought he was
I always
from
heard that
the city.
Tupac kind of came up with
Richie Rich. Well, Tupac's from everywhere.
I know. I'm just saying. I always thought
He claimed Oakland though.
Yeah.
Town
Claimed
nigga.
Tupac as a
Town
source of
nigga.
pride.
But yeah, I'm talking about Fig and fucking Quinn and Messy Marv setting a tone for like the mob music. You know what I'm saying? And then fucking Rapping Forte being with Pac and shit, and them doing that record, and like there was a scene that like I feel like if it was cultivated right and the industry wasn't hating, that would have taken. That's the only time I was like, damn, San Francisco was kind of like.
Do you think it was
leading
just
the
they
way.
weren't business minded with it, or what do you think the problem was? That they didn't like.
This is a tricky subject.
Oh boy,
I'm curious.
on edge.
I never thought about that because I'm very Oakland minded. I don't think about San Francisco
when
artists
mob
like
shit
that.
is like, I think mob music like that. It's easy to just like make it a party rather than a business. You know, I think it's easy to be like, oh, we mobbing, yeah, get on this song, without real like thought or plan out with it, you know. And then I think the people who really did plan it out are the ones that are still here, right? I mean, they're the ones that they were making music then, but you don't pigeonhole them into this like, oh yeah, back then they were on that mob music shit. They're just still here. They're still working.
Like E40.
Right. Yeah. But, you know, even then he was a little outside of that too. Like, you know.
He never made mob music. It was always very
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
Very much player.
Yeah. But, like, even outside of hip hop too, I mean, Frisco's got, I mean, you know, like even before, you know.
I mean, yeah, that's what
just
I'm saying.
culture
Frisco
in general.
had a scene.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. After the massive gentrification, there was no like. There used to
Ain't
be real,
Hustler
like,
from San Francisco?
Nah, he from Pittsburgh.
Oh damn, I'm just wrong. I
No,
don't
but
know
that's
who
what
the
I'm
fuck
saying.
from San
That's
Francisco.
what I'm saying. Them niggas like the Jacket and Hustler and them like started rocking with Frisco because the
Right.
mob sound was
Right.
Frisco
Exactly.
and Pittsburgh hella,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
everybody else got involved. But it's politics. It's like we're a small ass city,
It's still politics to this
A
day.
lot of that turf shit played a role.
and that the turf shit, and then just like
That's the base problem though.
the business
It's always
shit.
very
like,
political.
crabs in a
Yeah,
barrel.
it's
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
stuff that affected Oakland too. It's just like Oakland is the Mecca. So, like, you feel me? Like, I feel like there were less opportunities, but everybody, whether or not they want to acknowledge it, looks to Oakland in the entire West Coast and to some extent the world for what to do. LA jacked Oakland, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Whatever. All this shit.
Niggas be saying we be bitter and shit, but it be like,
No, it's
y'all
real-
niggas
that's
don't ever
real
want to
talk.
give us our fucking credit.
Oakland is hoed to the point of
Come
like no
on.
existence.
And you can't hold us because we the pimps.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, why are you? So you can't play with us. And then niggas think we, no, bitch, the fuck, you take our shit and you use it wrong?
But because of that, Oakland had a head up on Frisco, which like our main culture for a long time was not the shit that we are talking about. San Francisco, like Oakland has hella cultures, but its main culture has always been blackness, the Mecca, the game, all this.
Come on
Frisco,
now.
like to me, represents that, but San Francisco, like a lot of people when you say San Francisco, that's not what they think. When you say Oakland and people are thinking about Oakland, whether or not they know the history of how LA and New York and everywhere is inspired by Oakland, they're thinking for the most part about Black Panthers, black shit, maybe Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. When you say San Francisco, that's not what you're thinking about at all.
Like,
So we're fighting that. We fight the opposite battle of
Yeah,
Oakland.
we get the hyphy
We have all the
movement.
resources, and we are not tapped in. Nobody's giving. Nobody's ever like, man, let me give some money to kids in San Francisco. You know what I mean? Like a nigga makes a bunch of money, they might be like, man, I'm gonna give Chicago and Oakland some money because everybody's always like, Oakland artists are speaking up. They're setting the tone. But like niggas in the point don't get nothing because no one's ever like, let me give some money to San Francisco.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let me give some money to the Mo, and so these neighborhoods shrink and the culture disappears. Like we fight opposite battles. Like y'all fight getting jacked, and we fight lack of acknowledgement. You know what I mean? And that's why I love rocking with y'all, because it's like when we band together, it's really like,
it's dope.
man.
I definitely love the connection between Oakland and San Francisco that's being built right now.
Yeah.
Musically.
Yeah.
We lacked it for a long time.
I think this bridge is being built in certain spaces that weren't there before. Especially because we're all like on the not underground, or if you want to call it like DIY. You know, like there's no real connection to label or industry that's on a huge scale. You know what I mean? So we're making our bridges are not made through A&Rs. You know what I mean? It's us. You know?
It's necessary.
Yeah.
These conversations.
I feel like if the Bay just banded together, we would definitely be a powerhouse to be fucked with, like Atlanta or like, you know what I'm saying, New York or LA even. You know what I'm saying? People would respect us more as a whole, but we be so busy fighting each other. Like you said, it's politics all over the Bay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That go years and years back. They go motherfuckers' parents and shit sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how you get around shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like
Also, everything is so small that something close in another city seems farther here. So like, you know, LA, you go to a different city, like nothing, you know, just to go work with somebody, you know, but like you drive an hour. But here it's like, damn, I gotta go over the bridge. You know what I mean? It's like a whole...
Me every time I gotta fucking cross the bridge.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's
And
also,
I gotta pay money.
that's
Oh Lord.
money shit though.
There's no
in terms
money,
of, like,
yeah, there's no money.
nigga, if you live in Vallejo, to get to Frisco is fucking $17.
Jesus.
I'm
Yeah, it's $10 for the Golden Gate Bridge now. to
That's
get
fucking
in.
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying. So it's like
$10.
If you cross 2 bridges, nigga, that's a meal.
Yeah,
I'll
This
just
is-
get a meal and stay at home.
yeah, really.
Because what are we doing in the city?
Right.
What we doing?
Nigga, you go to the city to pay an $80 parking ticket
Brother.
and get your shit back.
Brother, you getting bipped, you're
Buy some
paying
niggas in your
$100 for
neighborhood,
food.
probably.
Yeah. For real.
Like the city's a trap, bro. Like
It definitely is. It
and
is.
it's not meant for
Get you
us.
out of every corner.
No.
It's a bitch ass city.
Absolutely, it is.
Hey man,
And on that
same
note,
thing.
we got a wrap, man.
Yeah, we do.
We're gonna end on a negative note.
It's been real.
Let's end on a positive note.
Yeah, quick words about what's coming up.
Yeah.
Let's see. The single that I just performed, Who They Talking About, drops soon. The album is coming, produced by Drew Banga. Projects with Taupe coming. I got projects with Studio Daft and Text Me. I got a bunch of stuff on the way. Like, I'm going with King Key and Big Hungry on the Freaks and Horrors tour part 2 to LA at the end of July, and they're hitting Minneapolis into August. So look out for that. And yeah.
By the time anybody sees this, Communal Healing will be out everywhere. You go stream that. I have a tour. I have 2 tours, West Coast, East Coast. Sutro, the album,
Yeah.
will be out soon. Family First 3. Rent Check album. Iconic shit only.
OT dub.
Come on now.
That's what we do.
And Bites, Blunts, and Brothers.
Yes.
BBB.
We really, honestly, hey, if somebody cash out Stoni a rack, we gonna start it. And that's on that.
ASMR. We're gonna
Yeah.
start it for you guys.
And me and Stoni gonna play in a day party also.
We are. We talked about that last time we were in the
Yeah.
studio together.
Yeah, Baghead
Yeah.
will not be involved.
Talking about bridging that gap. You know what I'm saying? Between we're gonna get it. Bridging the gap.
That'd be a good.
Hating. Y'all heard that hater.
Episode 6, that's a wrap. We love y'all. We love you too as well. Appreciate it.
Love y'all. Thanks for having me.